Okay, hi everybody, yeah baby, 2026. Okay guys, hello, hi, how's it going? It's me, your favorite Hitman Birdman, SomaSaika. Yeah, guys, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing great. I totally wasn't playing Naraka during the convention. I was gone. Yeah, no, I was gone for 3 days. I don't know what's going. You guys didn't see me online. Don't worry. Have you seen your raids are off, ho? What? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Wait. Give me a sec. Let me look it up. Real quick. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Give me a sec. Oh God. Wait, hold on. How do I check that? Hold on. Wait, Twig, hold on. Give me a sec. Wait. Hold on. Settings. Turn your dang raid feature. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, wait. Oh God. Get birthday twigged. Oh my God, Twig. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. How to turn on raids? How to turn on raids on YouTube live stream? Give me a sec. How do I get live redirected? Redirect your live stream viewers. Live redirect practices. Hold on. See content. Go to the live tab. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. So I go to content. I go to the live tab. Head over to the video I want to redirect from. Wait, hold on. How do I turn it on? Wait, guys, do you guys know how to turn on raids? Oh God. Also, hi guys, how's it going? My name is SomaSaika, your favorite Hitman Birdman. I turned it on Jack, hi. Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to find it. Oh God. Oh no. Hold on. Allow how many viewers? Not made for kids. Potential no automatic dubbing. What the fuck? Clips. Third-party training. What is that? Get twigged. Professional streamer, I see. I am so... No, he can accept raids. I can? Wait, I can? Wait, but like, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I'm so sorry, guys. This is a new channel. I did make a new channel. I think that's actually why. I am so sorry, Twig. Yo, guys. Someone help me. YouTube Studio Community tab. Hold on. Wait. Give me a sec. Community tab. Nope, nothing here. The SMH, I'm trying my best. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Customization? No, it's not here. Oh my God. I'm so cooked, guys. I'm so cooked. I'm such a professional streamer, guys. Haha, teehee. Hold on. Collaborations? No, that's not it. It only shows my fuck ass voice acting sometimes. Hold on, give me a sec. Channel guidelines. Oh, all channels can redirect to my account. Oh, it says channels I subscribe to. Oh, I need to subscribe to Twig. Hold on. That's gonna be a hard tap. No, I was kidding. Hi, Twig. let me just subscribe. I am subscribed. What the hell? Wait, Twig. I am subscribed to you. Why is it not letting? What? Hold on, wait. Change privacy setting? Oh, if my channel subscriptions are private, it won't let me. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, I could just do that. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Kendra. Alright, guys, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh, God. Don't worry about it. Shut up. What do you mean turn on? I'm not turned on. You are. Yeah, guys. My name is SomaSaika, and I guess you guys are here because you guys saw my shit. Allow all channels to redirect to my account. There you go. Okay, cool. Keep all my subscriptions private. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I think I set it up. I assume that like you already rated me and ended stream. So I am sorry. So that explains why I never get any raids. That's actually really funny. So how do I start this? Guys, welcome in. My name is SomaSaika, your favorite hitman birdman. I mainly play Deadlock, which I haven't touched in like a while because I recently, since last week actually, I became a partner for a game called Naraka Blade Point, which is a martial arts, a free to play martial arts battle royale. And I became like, one of their partners for that game. So I've been grinding that on the leaderboard. So welcome in. I also, aside from gaming, I also do streaming and probably the occasional cover, which is just a meme song. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. Um, I just do singing for like memes and shit. Like if you guys have like a really funny meme copy pasta, then like I might do it, but assuming that I have money. That's the thing with me. I don't have money. Um yeah, so I don't have money, so I'm trying my best to, get money. So so yeah, the Birdman, the Hitman Birdman needs to be fed, I guess. So I'm just hydrating. I wonder why. Shut up, Jack. All right, so hang on. Let me scroll up a little bit cuz I want to see who's in here. Hold on, let's see. Twig, your raids are off. Oh wait, Speed Gamer, get birthday Twig. Thank you. Nori, hello, welcome in. Thank you for the birthday Twig. Jack, how's it going? Rallian, respectfully get twigged. Finchat, Conway, Gummy Jelly, welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Hope all of you enjoy your stay. Cass, welcome in. Ruka Erica, I feel like I've seen you before. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Uh, Kendra, hey, happy birthmas. I pressed the eject button for my mother's womb recently. Oh, what the heck? Who just, oh, Conway, Rollin, thanks so much for becoming a rookie. By the way, guys, if you guys don't know, since you guys probably don't know me, I might make an introduction post soon. My name is Soma, and my fan tag, or fan name, are rookies, which are basically just a cuter version of, like, apparently there's a way for you to call like blackbirds, like there's another name for blackbirds aside from magpies and crows and ravens. Apparently there's one called a rook, and so I was like, what if I just call you guys the rookies? And like, why are you so short right now? What, you want me to show my man tits? Yeah, I think I can't see you from up here. I'm just saying, like, I can't see shit. Yeah. Twig, it's accurate. Shut up, Jack. Um, you can't. I think Twig is actually taller than me. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I think Twig is. Yeah, Twig. I don't know if we measured our height right, but like, I think you actually are taller than me. Which is really sad. And Inari is also taller than me by a little bit. You're 6'3". Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Oh, canonically? Yeah, you are taller than me canonically. Um Jack, you're on a bus? What the hell are you doing here? You better keep your phone on you safe, bro. Like, you better be wearing headphones or I'm gonna say some shit. Inar's taller than me too. Kendra, you're short. hold on. Attention everybody. Attention everybody on stream. Kendra Bratton is short. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's my PSA. Thank you. Anyways. um let's see. Twig, it's accurate height. We love you. We love Soma. Thank you, Twig. And I love you, random citizen. I was kidding. Sorry, it's not a Metro Man, bro. Also, Stardust, thank you. I don't know how I didn't say Stardust. Yo, Stardust, I saw you. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay. Also, was my friend Jute? No, she's not here. Thank Thank you, Stardust, for stopping in as well. Have you played Naraka yet? I've been offering. I've been wondering if I could play Naraka with you. I could teach you. I could coach you. I'm a Naraka partner now. I have the things. I have the credibility to teach people now. So. Also, Axel, hi! How's it going? Hello, hi! 6.3 inches? Anyways, yeah, well, good job. Be proud to be a sword user. Dude, I saw your post on Twitter. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I was really surprised about that. For the record, guys, unlike everybody that's had birthdays for like the past few months, I didn't really plan anything for my birthdays. I was thinking we could just do like to everybody in the chat, you guys, I'm just gonna do just chat for like 2 hours until my throat goes sore. I don't know if that's fine with you guys. I never really planned this at all. Like, I was kind of just thinking, like, fuck it. I'm, like, I want to stream Naraka tomorrow, so I might as well, like, you know, like, I might as well do my recap stream now rather than, like, later, right? So, like, I didn't really have plans. So, yeah, so we're here. Hold on, let me go put on some music real quick. Hold on. Where's some music? We need some music here. Toho playlist lo-fi hip-hop. So I didn't know your birthday was also in August. Yeah, August 3. I'm not gonna say what year, because you guys are gonna find out. Some of you guys know though, because you guys just know. Here you go. Yapping is great to get to know streamer. Yeah. You guys get to know me more. I don't know what's up with my facial mocap. It's kind of weird right now. But, yeah, so I play Naraka. I guess if you guys want to know what I do before we start, well, I play this game called Naraka Blade Point, as I mentioned earlier. It is a melee battle royale type martial arts game. It's really cool. You guys get to see me do it. I stream it daily starting like July this month. Or last July. I started doing it at the start of this month because of the new season that came out, and lots of people are playing it recently. Like, you know, a bunch of big VTubers got sponsored recently. So I was like, that's my game! Yeah! And then, like, suddenly people came out of nowhere and started, like, talking to me about it and, like, getting to know me more. So I started getting a reputation about it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make this my niche. Whatever, man. But basically, yeah, like, it was just a lot of stuff, this whole July. Someone switched so fast from Deadlock to Naraka. Yeah, no, so the story behind Jax's, thing is that I used to stream a game called Deadlock, but before that, like, 4 to 5 years ago, I started playing Naraka on release, and I already thought this was my shit. Like, this was my shit. Like, I freaking love this game. No one's gonna ever, like, get in my way in this game. But then it fucking died. Yeah. But the issue was, I tried replacing it with other games, and none of them hit the same. Like, Naraka has, like, this, like, adrenaline rush that you get from, like, playing it. Like, you get so locked in. You're, like, you're literally experiencing an anime fight every few minutes while you're attacking people and eliminating them from the match. And there's just nothing that could, like, replace it. I tried so hard for, like, years. Coming back to the game, leaving again. Coming back, leaving again. And, like, I was playing multiple different games, like League of Legends, Valorant, fucking Rainbow Six, Marvel Rivals, which I lasted, like, 2 seconds on because I hated that game so much. I just do not like Marvel Rivals. There was also this game called The Finals, which is really interesting, but it just didn't feel the same. I kept comparing it to Naraka. I always played the sword character in every single game because of it. And, like, eventually, I came back to Naraka. And next thing I knew, last month, it was a lot better. So, yeah, so I've been here ever since. I became a partner, I joined a big clan, recently I killed the #1 player, and now my whole job is that I want to start editing montages and edit videos for people, and myself, mostly myself, but like I want to edit for other people. And there's actually a VTuber that I actually am a long-term long-term editor for named Fizzle Gearwin. You guys should check her out. She's technically my boss now. Yeah, so Fizz Fix It, she's a new VTuber that recently came around, and she is a freaking awesome and cool. Hold on, let me link her channel. Definitely check her out, guys. She's really awesome and cool and cute and like really just great. Also she talks about D&D a lot. Yeah, no, Fizz Fix It is freaking awesome. You guys should check her out. She's great. Yeah, so if anybody in the chat that's a VTuber or streamer or anything otherwise are looking for editors, let me know. I offer short form content, but as of right now, I'm trying to sort out my my thing. So I'm trying to sort out my content pipeline because I want to start posting weekly videos and daily shorts. So I'm trying to, like, you know, sort things out and make sure that I can manage my stuff first before I start editing for other people again. But, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, my birthday is literally the day I became an affiliate on Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, it's wild. Yeah, no, the day I ejected from my mother's womb, and, like, you know, I pressed the eject button like a hell diver, you know, just like leaving my mother's vagina, was also the day I also became an affiliate on Twitch and started making some money. Yeah. Yeah, also Salmon, Crystal, hi, how are you guys doing? Yo, how are you guys? Hope you guys are doing great. Hello. Alright, so, now that my introductions are done, let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? What the fuck have I been doing for these past 3 days, chat? Well, let me tell you guys, it was fun. It was full of adventure. It was great. So, I just want to mention this right now. I already mentioned this on Twitter and stuff, but like, and also to my friends, but, I rarely go outside. I'm a freaking chud. I'm a fucking neat as well. Like, I am a hikikomori, I swear. I stay at home, don't really go outside that much because I don't got many friends. And all my friends are online. So, it's really hard for me to go outside, and like, due to past experiences, I don't really, like, I don't go outside that much because of, like, my fear of, like, going outside alone and stuff. And that's why I never go to conventions, right? But, one of my best friends, Inari Reiju, she's probably on her flight right now, I'm not sure. She's probably, like, traveling and stuff, I don't know, man. But, Inari, she, really good friend of mine, and, like, you know, she's like, I see her like an older sister, right? She said that she was visiting, around, like, she was going to Otakon, right? And Otakon is a convention that I can actually visit. So, for privacy reasons, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But, it's a convention that I can actually go to. So, so Inari was like, hey, so like, I'm going to Otakon, Kendra's also going to Otakon, and Jackie Nyeko is also going to Otakon, and like, those three are like the 3 people that I know. And like, I'm just like, oh shit, I should go. Cause like, this is like a rare time that I get to see her, right? So I was like, fuck it, like, I can't go to Offkai, so I might as well go to Otakon. So I went there mostly for, you know, for Inari, Kendra, and Jack. And like, I was hella nervous, guys. Like, I was like, oh god, I'm going outside. I'm going outside and like going alone, commuting alone with like with like going up escalators. Which, for the record, guys, really fun fact, by the way, I am actually terrified of heights. Despite being a Hitman Birdman, I'm actually terrified of heights. And And I'm actually terrified of escalators. Like, I legit, like, ever since I was a kid, I've been having nightmares about, like, falling off escalators. Cause of those damn, like, Final Destination movies and shit. I'm, like, I actually have, like, big fears of, like, really open malls with, like, the escalators going up, like, 4th floors and, like, you know, my mom's always like, oh, Soma, my son, don't fucking look down. Elevators are not worse for me because at least I don't have to see it, right? I thought it would be like the American Dad scene. No. Like literally, like Jack and Inari could vouch. Like when we're going up escalators, my body like arches forward, and I'm legit like shaking. Like I'm just like, oh god, like I can't do this. But so it was funny. I hate you. So I was really nervous because like, why no stairs? Oh, because well, I did try stairs, but it made me feel worse. Yeah, so this is what happened, right? So I was really nervous because like it's the first time in like since like I'm gonna mention this because like you know it's completely fine. It's been like 10, 11, 12, 1, no, wait, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been 7 years since I met up with a friend, like commuting wise. It's actually the first time I ever commuted to meet up with a friend that wasn't involving school or work. Like I have to keep count. Like the last time I ever hung out with someone was back in 2019. And let's just say not the friend, but like something really traumatic happened over there. I can't really go over it that. I mean, it's fine. I'm not doxing myself. I got punched on my way home. I got punched by some random guy. And like, I was completely alone at the bus stop in the metro station. And the only other person there was this old white lady that was yelling at the guy to like back off from me. But like, I got punched, dude. Like, it was bad. Like, I had braces on, so like a lot of it absorbed the impact. But like, it was traumatic. And that was like the day before, like that was like 2 days before Christmas. So literally the day before like Christmas Eve, I was at my orthodontist helping me like fix up my braces and making sure my teeth were like fine. Luckily, everything was fine. I'm on retainers for like the past like 2 to 3 years or so, or like 4 years, probably 6 years now. I forgot. But like, I was off my braces for like a long while now. So like, they're fine. They're good. But like, that shit traumatized me. Like, that was the first time I ever went out alone. And like, that shit happens. I was like, bro, never again. I'm staying at home. Screw that. So yeah, like, ever since then, I never really went outside. And also because other personal stuff. Like, I just didn't, I was too scared. Like, basically, I had trust issues with people. Like, it got really bad is all I'm gonna say. Hi, Hatame, thanks so much. And so I never really had any friends to go out with. And so, I was nervous as shit. Like, when I found out that Inari was coming, and like, Kendra and Jack was coming too, I was like sitting here like, oh my god. Wait, I'm meeting my friends. What the fuck? Like, I'm just like, oh god, I'm gonna meet Nesama. And like I was like scrambling and like legit like the week, but okay, this is a funny story. Legit like the week before the convention, like the weekend before the convention, I legit told my parents like, can we go to Uniqlo? Because I need to buy an outfit. Like, I need to make sure I look fine. I look good. Because I don't want to look like, you know, a fucking crackhead when I go to Otakon. And so, like, I was legit getting some fashion advice from one of my friends. And she was like, guys are good with either textured shirts or, like, or like double layers. So I'm like, okay, bet. And so I got like 3 different colors of like layered clothing. And so I just like rolled. Yeah. So that's went to Otakon with me, right? You guys saw like, you guys saw like, you guys saw what I was wearing, right? Like, you guys remember that, right? Like, I was wearing 2 layers for like 3 days straight. Like, that was legit because like, I was like wondering like, what the fuck do I wear? Like, this is my first time meeting friends. What the fuck? Ah! Like I was screaming on the inside. Um, that's what I was thinking. Like, cause like Inari mentioned that like she was gonna hang out with the group, which eventually I found out it was with Twig, right? Hi Twig. Um, and like I didn't know any of them. And like Inari was also mentioning about like hang out with a friend at someone's house or something, or like hang out with another friend and stuff. And like I was like sitting here like, what the fuck do I do? Like I guess like I mean like I'm gonna definitely hang out with Kendra and Jack is like my expectations already, because I'm just like, because she's probably gonna be busy, right? And so I was like, okay, I might as well make a preemptive plan. Like, I might as well meet Jack, Kendra, and Inari a day before the convention, just so we all, just so we get to hang out. And that's one. Number two, I'm nervous to talk to people in real life. So, like, I need to at least get used to 3 people so I wouldn't be a nervous wreck when I get to the convention. And so I was like sitting here like, oh god, I like legit, like I was at the metro and like I was on my way to like visiting Inari's hotel, and like I dead ass was like chanting to myself. I was like shaking too. Like I was going up the escalator like from the metro for the convention center, and I was sitting there like, okay, just don't be weird. Just don't be weird. I'm just meeting a friend. Yeah, I'm just meeting one of my best friends ever, and like this is gonna be fun. I'm so fucked. I'm so cooked, but I got this. I'm just gonna talk to her, and I'm just gonna talk to Jack. I'm gonna talk to Kendra, and it's gonna be okay. But also, holy shit! And so, thanks, Crystal. And so I met up with Inari first, right? And so, okay, this is a funny story. Yeah, Twig, I don't know if Inari told you about this, or Jack, or actually no, anybody, yeah, everybody in the chat. This is a new story because like legit, like this is the funniest shit ever. So like I told her like, I was like, oh, Nesama, can I'm gonna go visit your hotel. Can you just tell me which one it is? And then, like, I'm just gonna, like, visit it, and I'm just gonna sit in the lobby. And then she was like, oh, okay, it was this one. It's, like, right next to the con. And I was like, oh, bet, okay. And then, like, she was, like, telling me, like, she was getting ready and shit. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was, like, sitting here, like, I already made it to the hotel, but I didn't want to, like, rush her. Like, I didn't want to be rude, right? So I was, like, sitting there for, like, 30 minutes. I was like sitting there like 30 minutes, just like looking at my phone, and I was like looking around left and right for like an Asian lady. Like I was looking for a fox lady, right? Like a kitsune. I was like sitting there like like oh okay, I don't think that's her. And then like I was like sitting here thinking like, okay, so she said that like she has like a whole group, right? And then like I saw like a group of like people that are going to Otakon, because I knew, because I saw like their anime merch on their bags. And I was sitting here like, wait, are those Inari's friends? Because she was like, oh, because like she told me that like they were gonna arrive at the hotel during that time. So I was like sitting here like on the chair, I'm like, should I go talk to them? But I'm like, wait, but what if they're not her friends? And like I was like internally debating. I was like internally debating. I was like sitting here like, dude, like what should I do? Like, and I was just like so like the fucking I was that fucking like I had like the whole Komi-san. Have you guys watched Komi-san or Komi Can Communicate? You guys know that one guy that looks like a delinquent, and like he was overthinking everything? Legit, like I'm like a mix between him and Komi herself. And like yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm literally Bochi. Like I was warning Inari and Kendra and Jack actually, like the week before the convention, when I told them they were gonna meet me in real life. I was like telling them like, yo, I'm just gonna warn you right now. When we meet in real life, I am gonna be a nervous wreck. Please just be gentle with me. And so like they wouldn't believe me, because like I'm so talkative online. But I'm just like literally at that hotel, like at the lobby, I'm just like sitting here like, there's a group of people like in front of me, I don't know if these are Inari's friends. So, but like, and I'm just like looking around. I'm like, is there someone looking at me? Maybe it's Inari. And because like she never responded after like she said she was getting ready. So I was legit like getting nervous. I was like sitting in like a like Twig, you know this one. There was like there was in the lobby. You were yeah, Twig, you know that lobby at the hotel, right? With like the two red chairs? That was literally where I was sitting at. Like for like over 30 minutes. I was like sitting there like twiddling my thumbs and like I was thinking like what if like okay, so this is the funny thing, right? I was so nervous to like approach these people that were like in front of me at the lobby that like I decided because I had like a VTuber like my friend who's like a VTuber, there was a button of her, and then I had like a Suisei keychain, or like two of them on my bag. So I was thinking, right, maybe like if people notice that I had VTuber merch, maybe they'll approach me, and like maybe they'll be like, oh, are you a VTuber too? Or like, you know, they could like talk to me or something. So like what I did, what I did was I put my bag on the table, literally in open, like an open sight, just to see if any of them walk past and find it and be like, oh, do you like VTuber? But they never did. They just walked past me. I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's not them. Oh god. And so I was like, there's so many there's so many people going to Otakon, and then like I saw a lot of cosplayers too. And like there was this one lady, she had like the fucking like hotel cart, and there was like 5 fucking wigs like on top, like on that cart along with her bags. And I'm sitting there like, damn, she's cosplaying, that's so cool. And I'm just like I was coughing, thank you. I was like legit like looking around. I was like, where's Inari? I'm so nervous. Like nobody's here. And then I was just alone. I was like, oh god. And like I didn't want to be rude because like we did say like we were gonna meet at like 3 p.m. or some shit. And or like no sorry like 11 a.m. or some shit, and it was like 10:55, and I'm like no I can't message her at 10:55, maybe she's getting ready and going down. And then so like when it hit like 11:05, that's when I like or something like that, when it hit the time like a couple minutes after the time, I was like, hey, so like I just got here. Like I was like, I just got here at the hotel. How are you holding up? He's like, oh, really? Oh, and like she sent like this like fox sticker on Discord that she has, where like it's like the wide eyes like Inari Chibi sticker. Like she sent me that, and then she was like, oh, let me head down there. Cause like I told her that because like I didn't want to like say like I've been waiting here for 30 minutes, and I didn't know like a less rude way to say it like that. So I was sitting there like, I'm just gonna say I just got here, and like, you know. And I was like sitting here like and it's just like she was like, I'm on my way down, okay, I got you. I was like, okay. And then like I see her like she peeked like around the corner, right, from like where all the elevators are, and then like she looked at me, and then I looked at her, and I was like, I had like the most like deer in headlights expression when I saw her, because like I was just like seeing this random lady just like looking at me. I was like, and then like she like ran back, and then she texted me, and like legit like when she ran back, I looked at my phone, and then I see like Inari was typing on Discord, and she says, are you wearing glasses? And then I was like, yeah, why? And then she like walked around the corner again. It was like, oh, it is you. I'm like, hi, how's it going? Hello, hi, ne-sama. And like, it was up, Uchukazu, welcome in. And like, I'm like, you know, I was like, do you wanna grab a place to eat? You know? And then she was like, it's like, yeah, like, it's like, I was legit like, okay, so like, the night before the convention, she was like, oh, where do you want to go eat? And I'm like, also, thank you, Karu, thank you. How's it going, man? Inari was like, where do you want, like, I was like, do you want to go eat somewhere? And it's just like, you know, just like the morning of, you know, just so, you know, I get to meet you and shit. And then she was like, yeah, sure, like, where do you want to go? And I was like, oh, I don't I and then like I'm just like and then like my parents like the thing that my parents echoed in my started echoing in my head. Like because like I was talking about like meeting my friends in like and like you know in DC and shit. And like my parents were like, "Son, you since you're closer, you gotta research it ahead of time. It just think of it like you're the host or some shit." Ooh. And I'm just like, oh shit. Like when she asked me like where do I want to eat? And I was like, and I was like scrambling for like a Google search. And it was like, how about this place? You know? And then like, yeah, and then so like I decided on that place, and then we're like, and then you know, literally when we met at like the hotel, she was like, I was like, you want to go to the thing that I was messaging you yesterday, and then she was like, yeah, sure, let's go. And then like so we went, and then like I was talking to her and stuff, and then we went to it, and it was really nice. We both had like a sandwich. Luckily, Inari's not here to tell you guys a really embarrassing story, but like there was a really embarrassing story about that sandwich that I was eating. Um, but like Inari thought it was really adorable, but I was like embarrassed as shit. Um, and so like yeah, there was a really embarrassing story. I don't want to talk about it, but like we were in the cafe and stuff. We were just talking about stuff and like just talking about Twig and like everybody else and stuff. And like I was like, I don't know these people. Are they nice? Like I legit was like that. And then like I was like, yeah, no, they're great. They're great. They're awesome. Like I gotta introduce you to them. And so like so I was like, like I don't know these people. Like, okay, sure, why not? If Nesama thinks they're great, then I think they're great. You know, like it's like a little brother getting introduced to her, like to his big sister's friends, right? Like it was legit like that. I was like, oh, I mean, I guess they're nice. So like, I guess I should like talk to them and stuff. But like, but before that, we actually went. I actually met up with Kendra and Jack for the museums because I was like we won't really have time to go to museums during the hi Twig. Um, yeah, we realized that we won't. I realized that we won't have time. That's another reason why I wanted to go on Thursday, was that we won't have time going through the museums and shit because like you know the day after is my birthday, right? So like I won't really be hanging out with everybody. Um, so I was like, yeah, guys, let's go hang out at the museums and stuff. And like, we had a lot of fun. Kendra was there, Jack was there, Inari was there. We were going through the Air and Space Museum, which was unfortunately the only thing we were able to go to. Because it closes because all the museums close at 5:30, and the one museum we were able to go to had a fucking entrance fee. So like, yeah, it was the International Spy Museum. That shit was cool though. Like, we went there on the last day. I'm gonna talk about that later, but like, um. Jack, Kendra, and Inari were so freaking cool. And like we were actually going through the train stations and stuff, and like I was like legit fighting for my life because like every train station has a fucking escalator. And like I was so confused. I was starting to miss you on the escalator. That shit was funny. Like me, like okay, yeah. So thank you for reminding me. So Inari, right? Inari and I were waiting at like the escalator in front of the train station to get in. And so I was like messaging Jack like, "Yo, Jack, like you're like three." Like he says like he was like, "Oh, dude, like we're at the train station. Like where are you?" It was like, "Oh, just 3 blocks away. Like I'm just gonna walk over there." And it's like if you see like a really tall and skinny guy, that's probably me. And I'm like, "Okay, bet." We wait there for over 10 minutes. And then he was like, and then like the next message we got from him was, "I'm at the bottom." I'm like, "What?" What do you mean? We were legit waiting here at the top of the escalator the whole time. I'm like, okay, we're going down. But then he got on the escalator again. And so while we were going up, while me and Inari were going down, we see Jack like staring at us, and he was grinning, and then he was going down. No, he was going back up. So I was like, brother, what? Oh wait, no, sorry, we didn't even go down. My bad. We didn't actually miss each other. We were actually standing at the very top, and then like we see him like standing there looking at us, and I'm like, how the hell did you get past us? We legit were looking like left and right for you. And he was like, I don't know, man. And I'm like, and then like Inari recognizes him too. So like, I'm just like sitting there like, how did you get past us? You're like so easy to spot. What the fuck? And so, and so like, you know, I was like, oh, hi, Jack. How's it going? And then like, you know, we were just like talking and shit. And like, I was like, look, let's go to the train station. And then we waited for Kendra, and it took a while. But we were waiting for her, and like, unfortunately, the only thing again we had time for was the Air and Space Museum, and Kendra had to come in late, for it because of certain reasons. But when we got to the museum, it was pretty chill. It was nice. I was like, I haven't seen this shit in a long time. My God. It was great. It was a really fun time. If anyone ever visits DC, definitely check out the Air and Space Museum. You guys should definitely check it out. It's really nice. Yeah, that one to me is like the best museum usually in terms of the free ones. And then and so we were at the museum, right? And like because because of the room. Yeah, and Inari was like, "Oh, yeah, no, actually we were accounting for that before we went out." Like she left the room keys at the hotel entrance and shit or something or she tried to do it at least. I don't know what happened. But what's it called? After we went through, we walked so much. Oh my god, wait, there's a story about that. That shit was so funny. So Jack and Inari both had GPSs on their phones to try to locate the spy museum. Because Inari was like, I want to go to the spy museum. I think it'll be great. And I was like, okay, bet, let's go. Because like it closes at like 7:30 to 8 or something like that. I don't know. And so the four of us were walking around DC. And like Jack had like a GPS. Jack, you remember this, right? This shit was so funny. We were walking around DC and we're like, okay, I think we walked past the museum. So we're like walking through and we're like, why are we looking like we're going farther? And then so like it got to the point where we were walking through, right? We were walking through. And then I was like, oh guys, look, there's stairs here. And then but like we ignored it because like I think one of them said, one of the two people said, there should be a way going up right ahead. And I was like, okay, bet. We walked towards it. It was a fucking parking lot. It was a fucking parking lot. So we're like sitting here like, oh god. And so we decided to like turn back around and walk a bit longer. And like we went up the stairs. I was like, oh, there it is. And then so we went in and like all this shit was closed. Like, all the food stalls were closed, the boba tea was closed, everything was closed. And we were just, like, sitting here like, why is everything in this place closed, dude? What the fuck? This is weird. And then so, like, we walked to the Spy Museum, and we're like, we finally made it, guys. Maybe Lloyd Forger's gonna be in there. There's a fucking entrance fee of, like, $40, bro. For adults, it was fucking 40, bro. That like I was like, god damn. And then they said like, oh, if you get in, it takes about 2 to 3 hours. It was roughly around like 5 p.m. And so like they said like, you know, if anyone's gonna be entering at this time, just know that you may not get your money's worth because like you're gonna miss everything because like it was like an hour left. Yeah, it was like an hour left before closing. So they're like, yeah, we don't want to like rush you guys and stuff. So like, just let you guys know if you guys want to come in tomorrow or something. We're like, yeah, this ain't worth it. We're gonna come another time, I guess. And so like we left, and then that's when we decided to go eat at like a restaurant because we didn't know what the fuck to do. Cause like I suck at planning. I'm gonna admit that right now. I suck at planning. My whole expectation this whole time was that we were gonna go through the museums for like until like dinner. And then after we go through the museums, we were gonna go eat dinner and stuff. But we ended pretty early. So, like, we were, like, wondering, like, what do we do now? And then, like, people, like, everybody's, like, looking at me or something. I was like, oh, and then, like, I was screaming on the inside. I was like, oh, God. And I was like, looking at Inari. I was like, what do I do? What do I do? And then, like, Kendra, and then, you know, Kendra eventually came up with the best idea. Like, guys, how about we go eat dinner now? And then and then I was like, oh, yeah, dinner. Yeah, let's get dinner. Let's get dinner. Yeah. Like I was like legit like frozen there, like a deer in headlights again. I was like, yeah, let's get dinner. Oh, yeah. Totally me not having a plan. I totally had a plan. Yeah, let's get dinner, guys. And then like Kendra was like, how about we go eat at this Chinese restaurant in Chinatown? You know, like it was pretty cool. And I'm like, bet, let's go to it. And then like, yeah, and then we rode the metro again, and then we got to the Chinese restaurant. We were just eating some Chinese food, you know, pretty cool. The way you seem so normal to me, but I'll have all this internally. Yeah, I was so fucking nervous. I was like I legit I'm a nervous wreck. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Oh yeah, that shit was funny. So one, that restaurant was cramped as shit, dude. Like Jack was practically almost touching the ceiling. Like it was that small. Like it was so cramped, and like it wasn't even that wide. Like we legit like almost bumped into the other customers like eating their food and shit. It was that cramped. It was so cramped. But like we decided like, okay, let's go eat here then. I heard the food, like we all heard the food was good there, so we might as well, right? And so we were ordering, and then I felt so bad because Inari kept like for example, like at the cafe that me and her, like she and I ate at, I was just about to pay because like I was like, I gotta be a good host because like I'm closer here. And then like I was about to reach for the kiosk, and then she legit like tapped she slapped my wrist or something. Not slapped my wrist, but like she shoved my hand away, and I was like, what? And it's just like, no, I'm paying for you. I'm like, what? No, let me do this. And she was like, no, I gotta take care of my little brother. I'm like, like I was like, yeah. And then she was like, no, let me buy this for you. I'm like, it's so much. And so like, what's it called? Later at the okay, so skip back to the Chinese restaurant, right? Like we were ordering our food, and so she ordered her food and shit, right? And like I'm like sitting here like, I'm like sitting here like waiting for her to finish and like, you know, like swipe her credit card or some shit, or like, you know, pay for the food. And so she like was like looking at me, like she stopped and then was like looking at me, and she was like, Soma? I'm like, what? Yeah, what's up? She's like, are you gonna order? I'm like, I was waiting for you to finish. And she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm paying for you. I'm like, no, you're not doing this to me again. And I was like, I have Apple Pay. I'm just gonna use my fucking credit card. Please, Naysam, I feel so bad. And then she was like, no. While we're here, I'm gonna take care of you because you're like my little brother. And I'm just like, I feel so bad. Like I'm just like but like I gotta pay you. I gotta pay you though. And then she was like, no, the fuck you're not. Just like, if you want to pay me back, just buy me something at Otakon. I'm like, I was just screaming on the inside, but like 3 seconds, like that thought process lasted for like a whole fucking year or some shit. But like it lasted 3 seconds in reality, and I was like snapped back. I was like, okay, like, okay. She was like, order anything you want. I'm like, I'm just gonna get the pepper steak with rice and like a Coke. If that's okay. She's like, yeah, and then like she legit was like, yeah, he could just have the peppered beef and like rice with combo with like the Coke. And I was like sitting here like, I gotta eat all of this because like I gotta make sure the money's worth it, you know? And like I felt so bad, but like I was like really happy, but like at the same time I was happy, but I felt bad, but at the same time I was broke as shit, so I actually would have just kept using my credit card for everything. But like I didn't want to obviously mention that because then she'd be like, oh yeah, because you're broke, yeah, you gotta pay for you. But like I'm just like, I feel bad. Like, I need to get her something. And so, like, And so like after that, you know, we ate our food and stuff. It was pretty nice, but like it was super crowded. Like I couldn't like, I could barely like there was barely any space for me to eat. And I'm usually the type that like eats a lot. Um, but like, and that's actually a thing that like that's a trivia fact actually about like what happens later. But like I actually yeah no like I also Slumbering Lullaby, thank you so much, thank you for the happy Outfield anniversary. It's also my birthday, by the way. um so yeah, so we were walking back to Inari's hotel, right? Because I was gonna like probably no I wasn't gonna call a cab home yet, or I wasn't gonna call an Uber home yet. um so what's it called? I got to meet Twig, Outer, and Scythe. And I think Zero was there. Me and someone were the garbage disposal for other. Yeah, exactly. Like we were black holes, bro. We were like singularities of the universe, bro. Like we were legit eating everything, and like all that matter was getting into our stomach. Um, so like yeah, okay. Zero came in. Okay, yeah. I don't think I did meet Zero that time. Yeah. So yeah, so it was Twig. Yeah, Twig. I forgot who it was on Thursday. Like okay, so I know Outer and Scythe was there. You were there. Cause like Inari was like, you gotta meet Twig. Twig's really nice. I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, if you say Twig's nice, then I gotta meet them. I think they're good, so I might as well meet them. But like my like I was nervous as shit. Thank you, Slumbering. Thank you. Um, and like I was like, okay, like we're at the hotel, and like and then apparently like while we were walking right through the crosswalk, we see them on the windows, and like they were like waving at Inari, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, there's a lot of people. I'm just gonna like stand behind Nesama and just like be like a fucking child, just like hiding behind hiding behind his big sister. Like I was like, and then like Inari was like, oh, this is Jack, and then this is Soma, and I was like, hi guys, hello. Like I was like super nervous, and then like and like I remember yeah, Twig, you were giving out business cards and stuff, and like I was like sitting here like, should I give a business card? I know I didn't bring my business cards yet, because like I was like thinking like I was gonna bring it tomorrow, and then I saw you gave Inari and Kendra your business cards and stuff, and I was just sitting here like, is it rude for me to ask if I could get a business card? Nah, I'm like sitting here like, I'm just gonna like, I'm just gonna ask tomorrow. And then so I was like, and so you know, I was just sitting here like all nervous and shit. I was like, oh, it wouldn't have been weird, bro. Like I legit was like sitting here, and then I was just like sitting in the back, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna hide behind Inari the whole time because I don't know these people, and I'm like super scared. And then like and like I don't know if it was like that morning or like I don't know, like it took a while, but then like eventually Inari was like, hey, so like the gang like wanted to like have you join the Otakon thing. This is actually really funny because the whole time I thought you knew everyone. Hell no. I legit knew nobody. Like I was like sitting here like I was faking it till I make it, bro. Like I legit was like, hi, yo, hello. And I was like, I'm fucking nervous as shit. I don't know these people. Who are they? I was here to meet Inari, Jack, and Kendra. I didn't know them. I'm like, mom, mom, I'm scared. And then, but like Inari was like, yeah, so who are you talking with? Yeah, so like I was just talking about like my my convention experience for like the past like 4 days. My one of my best friends, Inari, Inari Reiju, her full fucking government name, was like the, you know, like Inari Reiju was like, it's like my older sister kind of deal. And so like I was like always asking her like, what do I do? I'm kind of scared. It's like, nah, they're chill. And so like I got to meet them, and like, you know, they were talking about like badge pickups and shit. And so they're picking up their badges, right? And so we were all lined up at Otakon, and stuff. I think the rest of them, I think like, yeah, Twig, I think, yeah, like everybody else went to eat dinner, but like me, okay, so it was like Jack, Kendra, Inari, and I, we went to the convention grounds and stuff, and like we were picking up we were picking up their badges and shit. Axel. making it successful for Axel. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So like we were picking up the badges and stuff, and like that was the end of the first day. But here's the awkward fuck. This fucking killed me, bro. No. I'm just like talking about my experiences. Don't worry. We're just talking about like you know Otakon. It was one of the big conventions that happened like this past weekend. So I'm just going over that and like my social anxiety experience. So like we were lined up, right? And then like the guard was like asking us like, "Hey, are you here to pick up your badge?" And I was like, and then Kendra luckily stepped in and was like, "No, we're just picking two of our friends are picking up our badges, but like ours, like we already got ours." And I was like, yeah. Like I was like legit, like as we walked past the guard and we were just like sitting around, like I was just like, "Kendra, thank you." I was like, I wouldn't have known what I would have said. Like I would have been nervous as shit. He probably would have like, I don't know, he probably thought it was sus or something. And Kendra was like, "No, I got you. And like, yeah, and then so after they picked up, so while they were picking up their badges, I was like sitting here thinking like, bro, there's still cosplayers around. Like, holy shit. There was like a Patrick Star cosplayer like outside the day before the fucking convention opened. But like my favorite cosplay that I saw that night, aside from the samurai from FF14, like cosplay that was like lining up to get their ticket, was you guys aren't gonna believe this, because like I rarely saw anybody that was cosplaying as this. There was someone in the con, in like while they were picking up their ticket or badge, there was someone dressed up as Chainsmoker Cat. I was freaking out. I was like, holy shit, there's someone cosplaying as her already? Like, they had, like, the cattail, they had the fucking white wig with, like, the fake-ass cigarette, like, in their hand. Like, they legit, like, had the whole getup. It was the, yeah, it was peak. It was peak cosplay. Like, they looked like a person that I should say I could fix them, you know? Like, it was like that. Like, I was like, holy shit. Chainsmoker Cat. That was so cool. They were walking so nonchalant too. Like, it was so funny. And so, like, you know, after they picked up their badges, I called my Uber and got home. And then, like, you know, was, like, mentally preparing myself for the next day. Because I was like, oh, shit, this is the convention. I better be in my best behavior. I better wear a really good outfit, I guess. I was, like, nervous as fuck. And, like... But I was like, no, I got Inari, I got Jack, and I got Kendra this time. I gotta lock in. Day one. Actually, wait. Let me pull up my Twitter, because like you guys, I actually have pictures that were curated finally that like I posted and shit. So like you guys should be able to see this whole thread and shit. Hang on. Hold on. Yeah. So oh god, it's covering my face. So, yeah, so day 0, right? This is what happened. So, you know, we went to the Air and Space Museum. I saw R2-D2 in the fucking thing because of pop culture. And then we had, like, the VTuber phone thing with everybody, which was really nice. Oh, it was Koi High. Okay. Wait, no, wait. Was this day 0? Wait, hold on. Why did I put this in day 0? Wait, hold on. I think this was, like, the, wait, no, this was... No, this was day 1. Why the hell did I put this here? What? That's weird. So day 1, that shit was so funny. Yeah, that's day 1. Yeah, exactly. What? Wait, I reposted the same image. What the hell? Okay. So there was a couple things in that. Okay, so day 1, right? So day 1. I didn't know how the fuck Otakon operated and shit. And so like I was like sitting here like, how does this work? And so we were like, and so I was like looking with like, I was alone, right? And like, I was like, I might as well look for everybody. And they're like, we're at this thing called Club Oda. And I was like, where the fuck is that? But like I wanted to meet up with Jack and I think it was Jack, Kendra, and Inari, I think. No, Inari was already there. I think it was me and Kendra and Jack. I forgot. Jack, do you remember? Because like my memory kind of sucks. Yeah, sucks for like, because like, you know, there's a lot of people. But like either way, we were looking for Club Oda, and we're like, where the fuck is it? And then so like, and so I was like, yo, oh, you were with Inari? So I guess it was me and Kendra, I think. Yeah, I think it was me and Kendra. And so we were looking for them, right? And so, okay, cool. I did meet Kendra before. Yeah. So, what's it called? I was looking at the map and I was like, where the fuck is this place? And then so I was like, wait, you have to go downstairs. You have to turn the corner. You have to go downstairs again and again and again. And then I finally found them. And then I saw Twig. And I was like, oh, hello. Hi. How's it going? I got my business cards this time. And I was like giving it to Inari, Jack, and Kendra, and Twig, and then like I was like, I hope it's not rude, but like, can I have your business card? And then Twig was like, wait, I never gave you it. I was like, no. I thought it was rude if I were to ask for it. And you were like, and then Twig was like, no. Here, let me give you my business card. I was like, thank you. And then so like I was nervous as shit, dude. Like that, like I swear, I'm not even kidding. The first like 2 to 3 days, I'm not even kidding you guys. I was fighting for my life. Like I legit was I sitting here like, oh god, I'm with people. Oh no. Like I was like fighting for my, like this was harder than fighting the #1 player in the Raka Blade Point, bro. Like this was harder for me. Like I'm just like, I can parry Hypernova. I could use my ultimate. In real life, I can't ult for shit. I can't parry social interaction. So I'm like legit like sitting here like all nervous and shit. And then like but like I felt a bit more comfortable with Twig because like we got to talk like for like over 20 minutes. And like we were just like sitting there like, and then Twig was like, oh yeah, they were acting, they were saying like not acting like, they were saying like oh yeah, like I never, like I didn't know it was you. Like I was like, oh yeah, I didn't know how you heard of me. Like I was like legit like I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean you've seen me before? Oh yeah, no, actually, so like when Inari said like, this is Soma, you were like, oh my god, that's you. I was like, yo, what? You've seen my model before? And then you're like, yeah, like I saw you on Twitter. And I was like, okay. Hi. But like, yeah, so day 1, I was like, hello again. Hi. How's it going? I'm nervous as fuck. But like, and then, we were signing the fucking pen lights and shit. And I was like, how does this work? And then it was funny because like, I was trying to sign Inari's book and I didn't know how to do the fuck ass S. You know that shitty ass S that like a lot of middle school or like elementary school kids like drew on like every fucking like, graffiti shit. Where like they're gonna do like that fuck ass like letter S and shit. I was trying to do that with like Oma, so, to make Soma, to make it funny. But like I was like, guys, I don't know how to do it. And then like I think it was Twig. Yeah, Twig, I think it was you. You were like, you have to do it like 3 lines. I was like, is it like this? And then you were like, no, it's already fucked up. I'm like, yeah. It's gonna be really small, you said. I was like, oh man, no. And then like, I think, yeah, you did draw it for me, I think. And I was like, thank you. And like, and so like, what's it called? We were doing like that, like one place where like everybody was like sitting around, and then like if there's a song that you recognized, like, you were gonna like, break it down and shit. You were gonna break it down in the middle. I don't know what it was called, but like it was just some J-pop like stuff. And I'm like sitting here like asking Inari, like I was like whispering to her, because like eventually I got to meet like Shrimp Pie, I got to meet Koi High. I don't know if Yusite was there, but like I knew Outer and Zero were there, but like I was so nervous to, and like Axel was there too. Yeah, Axel was there. Like almost everybody was there. And like I'm just like sitting here like, I don't know these people. And like Inari was like crowding towards them. And I'm like sitting there like, maybe I should like I don't know if you noticed this, Twig, but like cause like but like I'm actually dead ass. Like I think I don't know if Axel I don't know if you remember this, but like when Inari was talking to you guys like crowded near the back, like I legit like started like creeping up like behind Inari and was like hiding behind her like a fucking puppy. Like I was like like I was like, oh, should I say hi and stuff? And I was like looking around like left and right. I was like, and then like I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna like look at Twig because like Twig was dancing, and I was like, hey, that's cool, you're going off. I was like, hey yo, go off, you're breaking it down. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna like do that, and like no one's gonna like think I'm like a fucking weirdo or some shit. And I'm like. And then like I legit was just like hiding behind Inari because like I was so scared to talk to everybody. And then Inari was like introducing me and shit. And just like, oh guys, yeah, this is Soma. And I was like, hi guys. Do you guys want my business card? And I'm sitting here like, wait, no, I think I'll look like a cloud chaser if I do that. So I was like, I have business cards if you guys want some. And so like, and you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, sure, why not, yeah. And then like, I was just like, oh guys, here you go. And then like, and like, yeah, you guys, okay, I'm glad that I was able to at least, like, make it not look like I was nervous, but I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I was shaking the whole time. If not externally, I was shaking internally, like, I was like, oh shit, oh god, I hope I don't mess it up. I just, like, this is the only shit I ever, like, printed out before the convention, so I was like, I might as well just give people business cards. And, like, I don't know if you guys knew this, I think I only told a couple of people about this, but, like, the reason why I wanted to give out my business card so bad was because I printed mine out at Staples, and the minimum fucking quantity that they let you print out business cards was fucking 250 for 30 bucks. They couldn't let you go any lower. And so I was like, what the fuck do I do with 250 business cards? And I'm just like sitting here like, I'm just gonna bring half and put it in, like, a small bag, and I'm just gonna, like, take it with me and shit. And, like... You should have let me hand yours out like Axel and Koi. Wait! Oh my god! I was so nervous, I did... Yeah, I should have, what the hell? That would have been great! Yeah, no, I'm sorry. You ran out of yours on the first day? Oh! Damn, no, I didn't run out anyways. There was a that was a service? Hold on, what? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, so, what was it? So I was like nervously handing out my business card. You're marketing the idols. Oh, fuck, that would have been so good. No, that would have been great. Wait, no, I don't sing. I don't think the marketing's gonna work because I don't sing. I'm not a music guy. But what's it called? You will sing. I don't know, maybe every other year? I don't know, I don't have a budget for covers, man. I just do like Naraka montages, and like I was thinking like maybe I could do song covers with like Naraka footage in the background. I think that shit would be funny, like a montage using my own cover. I was thinking about that. I thought that would be sick. Like, imagine King, but like I'm killing people in the background. Like, that would be pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm going off track. You no longer need a budget. What? What do you mean? I gotta pay people. You know people now? I'm not gonna let them do that shit for free, bro. I'm gonna pay them. If I can. I actually have an announcement about that at the end of the stream, so watch out. Squint. You know what's funny? I was thinking. Actually, no. I'm gonna save that for later because there is something that has to do with singing later. You guys know, the ones that went with me. You guys know what I'll be talking about. Actually, no. Twig. No. Actually, no. Jack. Yeah, Jack and Axel. You guys would know. But anyway, so day one, right? So I had no plans. I had no schedule. But like Twig, you had like a fuck ass like you had like a whole fucking booked out like thing. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the karaoke later. When we're talking about day 3. But in day 1, right, I had zero schedule. And I had zero bitches. No bitches? Like, I had zero social life. I had zero, like, I had 100% cortisol. And I was fighting for my life. But I also had no schedule. So I'm, like, sitting here, wondering, like, what do I do? I want to group up with Inari. And then, like, Inari was like, I kind of just, like naturally like clung to Inari for a little bit. I was like, hey Soma, where do we go? Like I was like a lost like fucking puppy, dude. And I'm just like sitting here like, and then she was like, you could come with us. I'm like, where are you guys going? And then you guys were doing like meet and greets and shit. Oh no, not meet and greets. You guys were doing the fucking the idol show, right? With like Aramis and like oh yeah. So it was like the idol show, right? And turns out one of my friends was actually performing, and I was really surprised who like about her performance because like I've never heard her sing before, right? Like we were mutuals. Actually, no, we were more mutuals than friends. But like I talked to her on Twitter, and she was like, "Oh, Soma," and I was like, "Oh, I guess we're cool." And so like I messaged her and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, apparently like, I'm going to your performance, like, it's today, I think." It's like, oh yeah, the morning, right? Or like the afternoon one at 1 p.m. I was like, yeah, my friends are taking me there because they said they wanted to see their friend and stuff. And I was like, wait, I saw you on the list. I like, like good luck. Don't break a leg, but like don't break your leg literally. Yeah. And so like, so I was like, yeah, thank you. And then like, if you want to know who it is, hold on. It is actually, it was Tauntaun. Yeah, yeah. So Tauntaun, actually, yeah. So, if you guys don't know, Tauntaun is a VTuber who's also an idol. She just debuted recently. Um, yeah. So, yeah. So Tauntaun was actually, yeah. I don't know how I knew her. I don't know how we became mutuals, but like we did. I don't know. It was probably through like a collab or something a while back. But like, I just didn't know how we ended up like here. But like, I was like sitting here like, how did this happen? Like, like, I'm just like, huh. Um, and then wait, hold on, give me a sec. Um, Wait, sorry, give me a sec, guys. I thought I saw something, but like, guess not. So like, so Tauntaun, I'm mutuals with her basically, and like, I was really surprised that like, like I saw her, she was on stage. I thought she was great. I thought she did awesome. It was freaking adorable. One thing I hated was that the crowd did not react to the Katamari Damacy fucking song. At first I didn't recognize it, but then when it got to the chorus, I was like, oh my god, that is a really based song. Holy shit. Cause like, it was the first song that she sang. And like, I was like, wait, I fucking love that song. That shit was like known by like otaku, like everywhere, and like Nico Nico Doga. Did you see the people? Did you not see the people rolling on the floor? I was sitting down. Okay, I guess I didn't see the people rolling on the floor. But like, at least in like the bigger crowd, like not the pit, right? Not the pit or like the front. I meant like the crowd, like the one sitting down. I was sitting there like, how come nobody's cheering louder? This shit is based. Like, what the hell? Like, I was like, this shit is based as hell. Damn. I didn't know she had good taste with that. Also, thank you so much for the sub, Hassar. Thank you so much. I'm talking about my experience in Otakon 2026. Welcome in. And I was like, oh my god, she did so good. What the fuck? And so like, and like literally, I thought she did great. She did awesome. And then like, eventually I saw Twig and Inari like run off somewhere, and I thought they went to the restroom, and I was like, huh. Like I was like, okay, and then like they were gone for like I think like a whole performance or two, and I'm like sitting here like, where are they? Like I can't, no, legit Twig. The moment like after like Thursday and then like the first like few hours of that shit, like of day one, I kind of started seeing you as like an older sibling as well. So like I was just like, when you left, I was like, where did Twig go? Like I was like, where did Twig go? Oh my god, wait. I was just like I was so nervous, and then I was like, wait a minute, and I like look at the Watage pit, and like I was like, oh, they're over there, and I was like legit like pointing to like I was like pointing at them like from Jack. I was like, Jack, look, they're right there. Oh god, I'm coughing. Oh god, I ate a lot of sushi today. Hang on. Bro, I was so nervous. Oh, so yeah, so like, I was like, Jack, look. I was like nudging Jack. I'm like, Jack, look, they're right there. And then Jack was like, oh, okay. And I was like, should I go up there? Cause like Inari handed me a pen light, and I'm like sitting here like, they're doing stuff over there. It looks fun. And then Jack was like, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna stay here. I think it was because of your leg or something. I forgot. But like you couldn't go up there. And so I was like, sure, why not? Let me. Oh wait, no. Oh my god, sorry. I forgot about this. I ended up meeting everybody else, like legit before the performance started. Like we were lined up and shit, and then like I managed to meet like basically the whole group. Um yeah, so I got to meet Shrimp Eye, Koi High for realsies this time. Like, you know, we were like all grouped up together and shit. And like, you know, we were doing that. Actually, yeah, this was it. We were lined up here. Yeah, so it was Twig, it was Outer, Kendra, me, Jack, Inari, Axel, and Koi High. I still need to ask Koi High about this, but like, why is there the alpha grid like around the model? I still gotta ask her about that because I'm like, is that intentional or like what? Or like, is that how like it's rendered on her phone and stuff? So I was like, okay, well, I mean, mine is a white background, but like I was like curious about that because like I was like, huh, interesting. But you know, so we were all meeting up and stuff, and then we met Aramis, and like I misheard Aramis's name as Erebus, like Erebus, but I just didn't say anything because I didn't want to be rude. So like when Twig was saying, oh yeah, Erebus is like performing, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, who's Erebus? And then like and then we saw Erebus like walk past us, and then like I was like, oh, that person is singing. I'm like, oh, sick. That was, I'm not kidding, Twig. Jack, no, legit, like, everybody. That was legit going on inside my head the whole time. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Their name is Erebus. And then, like, and then fast forward again back to, like, the performances and shit. And then when Inari and Twig left the seats, and they went to the pit, there was, like, a pit on, like, the right side of like, the audience. And, like, they were doing a lot of random shit over there. And I'm just gonna mention this to everybody right now. That was my first. I'm gonna put on my echo for this. That was my first idol show. That was my first fucking idol show, chat. And if you don't know, as someone who finally got to know what an idol show is like, one, you got pen lights. Two, you got people screaming, "Hi! Hi! Hi!" Jinzo, Taiga, 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 and like literally like and like, you know, like all that shit. And like you know what's funny? So like I was sitting next to Inari, right? When they were still sitting down, like Inari and Twig. And like when Inari was like waving her pen light in like that rhythm, I was also waving my pen light. And I was sitting there like, I don't know how this works. I'm just screaming, "Hi! Hi! Hi!" I was like, sitting here like I don't know what is going on, but I guess it's like a way to like it's like the crowd interaction that like like Freddie Mercury introduced with like with like Queen and shit. So I was like, okay, cool. There's like crowd interaction. That's sick. That's cool. But like legit, like when everyone's like changing up the rhythm, I was like, oh, uh, uh. Yo, you know the Sanren. Okay, so I only know about Sanren with what's her name? Maid Mint's previous life. When she was in her company, she had like that one song where like in the middle where she was doing the idol chant or something, and then like she was singing with like a raspy voice. She's like, yeah, yeah, that shit. That was a. I thought that was just a meme. I didn't know that was an actual idol like idol fan chant. Okay, like I thought that was just a meme, but then like everybody was like screaming like fire, why ba? I was like, oh, oh, and then like I was legit like I was so nervous that I didn't want to look like I'm out of sync with everybody, so I was like legit like nervously looking left and right, and then when Inari and Twig left, I was like, oh shit. They left. Wait, who do I follow now? And I was like looking at the front row, and they were like still waving their pen lights and glow sticks and shit. And I was like, I'm just gonna follow them. And I was like fucking nervous as shit. And then like, what's it called? I was nervous as shit, right? And then like, that's when I told Jack like, dude, I see them. And then Jack was like, oh, dude, my legs cramped. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna hop over there. I'm gonna like follow them because I'm fucking yeah. And then I joined the pit, and when I joined the pit, all I'm gonna say, that pit was fucking wild. Like apparently the pit was wilder in the second day for like the Annie Beat concert, which I barely unfortunately attended because I was looking for Inari. And also because one of the people in our group was feeling overwhelmed with the noise, or not the noise, but like with all the loud music and shit and like the yelling. So like they had to leave. So I legit like left Annie Beat just to make sure they were not alone. And I was like sitting next to them. I was like, "Yo, you good? You okay?" And they're like, "I should have brought earplugs or something." And like I was like sitting here like. And then me and Jack also like we're just there accompanying them outside of the hall. And like, cause like the thing is like I wanted to tag along with them. They were tagging along with us because we were gonna meet up with Inari and the others, right? And like I kind of misinterpreted that like everybody was together, but then like like we were still kind of split up and shit. And so I was like, do you want to head to the gaming hall with us? Like we could go since you said you were planning on going there anyways. And then that person was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that. And I was like, okay, bet. And then like, so we kind of went up and like we decided to like, I was a responsible boy, guys. I was responsible as shit. But like the funny thing is, there was one part where one of the performers, like the moment King came on, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll be back. And then I ran back into the fucking audience just to wait for King. And then like when everybody was yelling, Virgin Happy Show, and then like I legit was just there like hyped up and shit, and then I just left again. And I was like, I'm sorry, like that was like the VTuber national anthem, and then they fucking laughed, and I was like. It's like and then they're like, yeah, I mean, depends on the era, but like, I'm like, but still, like, that's literally like back then in 2020, every VTuber was required, like, legally required to sing King at least once in their career, because that shit was like the national anthem for us, which is why I never done a King cover. I was trying to blue ball my audience until there was no audience. But like. Yeah. That's like the VTuber national anthem back in the day. You could tell I'm a boomer because I said that. But basically, yeah. So day one kind of went like that. And then we went to the artist alley with so Inari and her friend were at the artist alley, so I decided to tag along with her after the gaming hall. Oh wait, no, sorry. I got my shit mixed up. So after the Idol concert, yeah, okay, sorry, I mixed day 1 and 2. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back to day 1. My thoughts are so fucking scrambled because all of it all of it was just way too fun, and like I just started mixing up like the events in order. So after the concert, right, with like all the performances, right? Um, yeah, so Twig and Inari were like splitting up and shit. I was like, oh, where did they go? And then like it was like the end of the performance. I was like legit like looking for them frantically because I was like, I don't know everyone else. I mean, Kendra and Jack are here, but like Kendra is with some other people, and like me and Jack were like, Jack, we should probably go look for them. And then like I find Inari, and I was like, oh, you guys are right here. And like and then like Inari's like, oh, we're gonna go eat lunch. You wanna come with? I'm like, yeah, please. I'm gonna be a nervous wreck if I'm alone. And so like we went to an Indian restaurant, and I mean, the curry was fine, I guess. So we ate curry and rice. I mean, it was fine. Yeah, it was mid. Okay. So, okay, so I ate the chicken. The chicken curry was pretty good. But, like, I'm like sitting here, like, I felt so bad because, like, Inari said she was paying and shit. And I'm like sitting here, like, I don't know, man. Twig giving bad food log. Hey, no, Twig is goated, okay? Shut up, Jack. Twig is goated. Um, I was like I was legit like thinking like, what if we went to the Capital Burger? But I'm like, no, but like we're eating lunch. We need to think of something better, I guess. So I'm like, a restaurant would have been fine. So I was like, oh, we might as well eat at a restaurant because like I was kind of just going along with everybody. But like I was thinking like we could go for a burger, because like I saw it like next to the convention center. Little did we know about Capital Burger. There was something about that like in day 3 that I'm gonna mention later. That like is really really funny actually. But like, so we ate at the Indian restaurant, and like, Jack and I were literally like the black holes in that freaking thing, cause like, Inari and Twig didn't really like eat too much, but like me and Jack, we kind of just ate the rest, and so I was like, are you having? Do you still want that chicken, Nisama? And it's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, you can have it. I'm like, really? I'll just have one chicken then, because I didn't want to be rude. And I was like, and then like, you know, there was still shrimp left over, so I was like, can I just have like one piece of the shrimp, please? And then like, you know, and then yeah, then you handed me the shrimp, and I was like, I'm just gonna have one. I'm just gonna see what it tastes like, because you guys were saying it was so mid. And I was like, I'll just like have this, and I'm just gonna eat it. And then yeah, and then you asked for my code, and I was like, here, Jack, here's like one piece of chicken. And like I didn't want to obviously order anything too much. I was kind of like going along with everybody, because I didn't want to be like, you know, I felt bad, so I was like, you know what, we're just gonna order curry. I think that's fine. I like curry. Curry is nice. I'll just eat anything, honestly. And so after that, we went to Wotage workshop, which, if you guys don't know, there's an art in Japan. There's actually an art. It's like a professional art where if you're an idol fan and you have glow sticks and shit, there's gonna be these guys that are like fucking dancing and shit. Like it's like a whole ass art form, like of like you waving glow sticks around. I'm like, that's crazy. I saw that shit before, where like I was like watching random YouTube videos of like Crossing Field from Sword Art Online, and like they were dancing to the rhythm of that shit, and I was like, damn, that's so cool. I don't think I'll ever do something like that. And like, but by the way, the guy who came to be in front of us was my Oshi Soma. Wait, when? Wait, what? You mean the guy in the audience in front of us? Or like in the pit? Wait, when was this? Wait, when was this? Oh, I actually didn't know who that guy was. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like, I didn't know anything about that. Yeah, so the workshop, right? We were so lost. It was like getting lost in fucking, like... I'm sorry to say this, but like, it's literally the only way for me to fucking describe it. We were like lost in fucking Hogwarts and shit. Like, we were going around the fucking castle and like felt like the stairs were like moving in like two different directions. Like we were like, where the fuck is this area? And like at first I was like, oh, this is next to the metro, and I was like, wait a minute, it's an exit only door. How the fuck am I supposed to know where this is? And like, where's the escalator? Where was this? And we're like, holy shit, we're so cooked. And like we were like looking everywhere. And so we went to the third floor, and then we went down again, and then we turned the corner, and then we did all that shit, and we found the Otakon workshop. And like at first I didn't really want to participate, and then suddenly I saw like Nori, and then I saw Jack. And then I saw, yeah, and then Inari wanted to learn Otakon. And then Twig also wanted to learn Otakon. So I was like, fuck it, peer pressure really fucked me over, huh? And so like, I was like, okay, might as well join in, because like, I'm gonna be here for like 30 minutes. And then so I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And like, they were like, okay guys, do you all have glow sticks? If you don't have a glow stick, raise your hand. I was like, me. And then like, he gave us glow sticks and shit. And surprisingly enough, and I know he didn't know I was a VTuber, but somehow he read it. He gave me an orange glow stick. I'm fucking orange, guys. It was literally on color of me. And so I got to learn like the steps and shit. Like I was like learning how to like twirl the glow sticks, but then like he was like, okay guys, so like there's like a transition phase, and like, you know, it's like you go left, right, explode, and then you raise one up, and then you cross it, and then you go around. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, and then the only motion that I knew from that whole shit was the very last one where they spun the glow stick around with one hand while looking up at like the left side. That was the only motion I knew from all of that, because I saw that shit from Oshinoko. But then I realized, right? All of those motions were from fucking Oshinoko, dude. Like the part where like hold on, let me look it up. Hold on, let me look it up for you guys. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I was like sitting there like, wait a minute, this reminded me of this shit. I was like, wait, I was doing these motions. I was like, huh, 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 huh. Reem, hi. I was like, wait, I was like, wait a minute. These are just like the things I saw from Oshinoko. I was like, I can do this. I was like, punch, punch, left, right. Like, I was like, right, left. I don't know. I was like, left. I was like, punch left, punch right, punch left, punch right. And then like, go up, cross, go around. And then I was like waving my glow sticks and shit, and he was like, okay guys, we're gonna do a song, and I hope you guys can like do this in 5, 4, 3. I was like, I don't know this song. And then he was like, okay guys, we're gonna try an even faster song. And then the moment I saw her blue fucking hair, I already knew which Suisei song it was. I was like, yes, Suisei. And then like, it was too fast and I couldn't do it. But like, no, it's funny. Like, it was too fast, so a lot of people couldn't do it. But, like, somehow, I was possessed by the inner idol fan in me that was recently born because of the fucking concert, like, hours before. And, like, the soul of, like, a Hoshiyomi started possessing the fuck out of me. And then I locked in even though it was so fast. I was like, I got this! I'm gonna wave it for Suisei! Oh god, sorry. I ate too much sushi, so I'm like coughing too much right now. Cause like it was a lot. I'm trying not to. And so like after that, it was fun. It was great. And then we went to the dealer's room. And so I kind of split off from Twig. So me and Inari went to meet up with her friend. And so, eventually we went to what's it called? The dealer's room. Because everybody was saying the artist alley had only, like, gacha stuff. And so I was like sitting here like, I'm gonna go check out the dealer's room then. And then, like, Inari's friend who already went there was like, oh, I was like, I'm looking for Suisei stuff. Would you happen to find any? And then they were like, oh yeah, there was a lot of Hololive stuff. Yeah, just follow me and then we got this. I'm like, okay, bet. And then, like, I found this beauty. official Suisei plushie. Straight from Hololive, guys. There was a lot of, like, there was even the small plushies, the ones with, like, the hollow, like, EN, like, promise. Um, yeah, so they also had, like, the official small plushies from them. And, like, they had a bunch of keychains and shit, which I will show in my con haul in a sec. But, like, this was, like, the highlight. And then I got the freaking ray gun from Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, bro. And, like, it's so funny because, like, I was explaining it to them and they didn't know what I was talking about. Like, no, like, neither Jack, Inari, or Inari's friend knew what I was talking about. But I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god! It's the ray gun! And then Jack was like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, hold on, give me a second. Let me just make sure I don't dox myself here. Hold on, give me a sec. I was like sitting here like, I was like, oh my god, it's the ray gun! And then like, oh yeah, then Jack was like, I don't know what that is, but okay. And then so I was like, dude, you have no idea. My childhood of like being like a 9-year-old trying to get the ray gun from the box so I could like shoot zombies and shit. Like this was like it was a full-on replica. You couldn't open it or anything. It was just made of plastic, the whole thing. But I was like, oh my god, it's a freaking ray gun. I freaking love this shit, dude. And I saw that Mark II, which is this one. And I was freaking out about that. So I was like, you know what? I'm buying this. I don't care. I'm swiping immediately. I'll show you guys the replica in a sec. But like, that was pretty much so that was pretty much like day one. It was so hard for me to carry everything, but I did buy a Suisei. I did buy 3 buttons for my 3 Oshis. If you guys don't know, my 3 Oshis, well, technically 4, but I couldn't find the last one. And also because my wallet. So I love Raden. If you guys know her, she's from Regloss. She's like the other like Hololive branch, the one that's dedicated to idol shit. And you were haggling, yeah, you were haggling for the ray gun, yeah. Yeah, so I got 3 buttons, right? I got a Suisei button, obviously. I got a Raden button, and then I got Nico. If you guys want to see the pictures or like, you know, who they are, hold on, this is Raden. Yeah, so this is Raden. Yeah, so this is Raden. I freaking love her. I thought she was really good. Day, yo, what's up? I'm going over my convention stories. You wanna join in? I'm talking about day 1 right now, and like, how I was socially awkward towards everybody, and like, but like, turns out I wasn't as socially awkward as I look in real, like, as I actually thought. Like, I was legit just fighting for my life for no reason. But I was talking about my Oshis and like, whose buttons I got for Hololive. And so I got Nico. I think she's really hot. That's why I like her. And also because she's just really funny. Her first fucking cover, by the way, was from Shika Noko Koshtantan, you know, the Deer Girl anime. So like, I thought she was really cool. Definitely like one of my favorite idols. I haven't kept up with her music in a while though. But like, Nico is great. Thank you, Haziel. Thank you so much. But yeah, so this was the highlight of my day. I got a Suisei plushie. Again, I got 2 now, actually, so this is fun. And that was day 1. And like, I had a lot of fun already, but like, I barely got to meet the whole group. It was mostly Twig. And then day 2 happened. And I gotta tell you guys, day 2 was fucking funny as shit. Okay, so we went to the gaming hall and shit. I mean, I went to the gaming hall. Nori, one of my other friends that was also there in our group, was also there. And Jack was also wanting to play Chunatham, but like, you know, I kind of like already like stopped being there. But like the first interaction I had was at a Starbucks. I was lining up and like I was in the group chat now, and like you know, and then so like I was like, hey guys, who's at the convention center? And then like Outer, one of the other VTubers in the group, along with Zero, were both like, oh dude, we're at the Starbucks. And I was like, oh dude, I kind of want to get like a frappuccino. Can you guys wait for me there? And then they're like, oh sure, yeah. And then like, you know, I kind of went in and I was like, where are they? And then I see them. I was like, hey guys, how's it going? I'm like lined up right now. And then so like, I bought a Frappuccino. This shit was like mind-boggling, by the way, because that shit was ass. Okay, so not the coffee. The coffee was fine, but like I legit okay. I never told this to any of you guys yet. Okay, so like you guys are gonna. This is like the first time everyone's gonna hear this. I think Zero and the Outer actually know about this. Yeah, no, they do because they saw me there, or they knew the whole thing. Um, yeah, I wasn't shitting my pants talking to people on day 2. I became more open because like people were legit super nice to me, and I was like, oh, I got nothing to be scared about, I guess. Um, but yeah, so day 2, I was like, I ordered. I'm not even kidding. So I ordered a. You guys don't judge me for like my fucking childish taste. Um, I always have at Starbucks, yeah, even when I was in university, I always had, guarantee you, either a medium or a large strawberry frappuccino with whipped cream. And I was like sipping on that like a fucking kid. Like I'm just like, I need this in my life, please. I just want strawberry smoothie or like a frappuccino. But like I told like the cashier like, can I have the the marble pound cake? And like I was pointing at it like a fucking kid. He's like, would you like it with pistachios? And then I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then so like I was like waiting here, and then they called my door like, Soma. I was like, oh yeah, I'm here. And then she gave me the frappuccino, and I was like looking at it, and like we were waiting there for like 5 to 10 minutes, which explains why. For the record, Twig, this is actually explains why we were late to you guys, because the fucking marble pound cake, which wasn't supposed to be heated, I still paid for it, but it never got rung up. Like, okay, so here's the thing, right? I paid for my drink. Apparently, it costed 13 bucks for a strawberry frappuccino. She even asked me if I want pistachios on it, but it never came out. And I'm just like, but like as someone who like was working in like, okay, I'm gonna, this is like deep lore here, and I'm fine talking about this because I did talk about this before. Like you guys never knew this about me yet, but like, for like since I was like 16,000 years old, I was working at a coffee shop, and I practically grew up there, and that's when I learned how to be more responsible and like cleaning up shit. So like I understand what it's like to be working in a really busy ass coffee shop, and I had the social anxiety of like Bochi from Bochi the Rock, which made me which made me realize I'm not built for the cash register because I'm fucking, I am nervous as shit. I kind of got traumatized the first time I ever tried doing the cash register. So my boss was like, you know what, Soma, you can just sit back and do coffees. I'll handle the register. Cause like she was like a mom to me as well. Like she was like a second mom to me, I'll be perfectly honest. But like, I quit that job like this year. But like, flash forward back to like the Starbucks, right? I was like, I wanted to be nice, just cause like, sure I didn't get my order, but I'm like, I've seen enough people in food service that like I'm not gonna be a dick about it. Nor do I have the balls to even be a dick about it. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna be nice. Like, it's fine. They're working. I respect them. Because, like, there's so many fucking weebs that are going to this convention. Including me. And they're always serving everybody, including the security guards. So I'm like, fuck it. Why not? I'm like, hey, ma'am, I ordered a marble pound cake. And, I don't think it ever got rung up. And she was like, marble pound cake? I was like, it's for Soma. And then so she was like, and so, like, I misheard her when she said, do you want pistachios on it? And I'm like, yeah. And, like, she was like, do you want to heat it up? And I was like, no, I'm fine. She gave it to me. It was the wrong pound cake, but I didn't want to, like, ask her again. So I kind of just took it and just left. I was like, well, it's matcha. I don't really eat matcha. Not that I'm allergic. I'm just not a fan of matcha. But I'm like, I felt kind of bad because like that lady was fighting for her life there, like calling up everybody. Like the coffee was rapidly coming out, so I was like, I'm just gonna take this and go. Thank you. And then I just left. I never ended up eating it because like I completely forgot about it because I was rushing downstairs to meet up with everybody. Um, and day two was so much fun because like not only did we go to the game room, we grouped up with like everybody. I got to get to know and like the thing is right, day two was so Koihai found out that I am a huge fan of Suisei and she said that, "Oh, I'm cosplaying a Suisei." I was like, "Oh, can I take a picture?" We never ended up doing it. I don't know, we just never got to come across each other that whole time. Or like no, we did actually. We went to the dealer's room, but I was too Koihai's gonna yell at me when I say this. We saw her. We met her. We met Koihai. We were going around the dealer's room with Koihai and Shrimp Pie. And Aurelia. We were there. Like, they were doing the Mikame cosplay. I was like, oh my god, you guys look so great. Mikame! I was too shy to ask for a picture. I could have asked at any time. We were legit there for like 30 minutes. We were going around the stalls together. And like, I was like sitting here thinking like, Jack, let's go look for some more merch. He was like, yeah, sure. And like, you know, and then like Zero was there, I think. But like basically like everybody was like, you know, half the group was there. And I was like, I was too nervous to ask. I was still too shy to like talk to them. So I was like, hey, your cosplays look great, yeah. And like we never ended up like taking a picture. But like even though like I was like like I was completely different like in DMs. Like I was like, wait, you guys like a Suisei tomorrow? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh my god, please, let's take a picture together. And then like she's like, yeah, sure, let's go. And then like we met, and then I never ended up asking for the photo. Yeah. I fumbled hard, guys. I fumbled so bad. I had one job. I legit had one job, which was to take pictures of Mikome, right? And like that didn't end up happening. And they were literally next to me. And I was like, God damn it. And then so I forgot exactly the order of events, but except for one. Jazzy, thank you so much for the greeting. I'm talking about my Otakon adventures, and like, you know, meeting with everybody. So I forgot the exact order of events. So I'm just gonna talk about the highlights, right? First of all, I went to the dealer's room, right, from earlier, and I found Toho merch, and so I ended up buying it, for Inari, and like, actually, no, at first I bought 3 keychains, right? And I was like, I don't think I need 3 keychains. And then I was like, what if I buy Inari a keychain? I was like, wait, oh yeah, I need to buy Inari a keychain. And then so like, or like I need to buy Inari something. And like, and so like I was asking her like, yo, Inari, there's some, who's your favorite Toho character? And she was, and then like I waited for like over 20 minutes, because I think she was busy like doing something else. And I was like, and she was like, oh, I like Reimu. And I was like, and like I was like, oh, I was actually hanging with Outer and Zero. I think, yeah, so like I was hanging with Outer and Zero this time actually, the whole time. And like that's when I got to know them a bit more. They were really cool. And so we were going around because I think Jack, correct me if I'm wrong, you were grouped up with everybody else, right? But like, yeah, because like I know like that morning when I met Zero and Outer at Starbucks, like they were the only 2 that I hung out with mostly on day 2, until we met up with Twig again because of this fucking bullshit. I'm gonna complain about that, by the way. There's a thing regarding a concert that I'm gonna complain about, but I'm not gonna talk about that yet. So we went to the, so the 3 of us went to the dealer's room, right? And so like, you know, that's where we met like Koihai, Shrimp Pie, and Aurelia. I think I forgot his name, but like he was there too. I think it was, I don't know if it was Yuki. I'm not sure. Luna, thanks so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you. I'm talking about my experience at Otakon and how fucking nervous wreck I was and like eventually opening up and having some character development and shit. Also hang on, let me go look at my it was bugging me that like there were like 3 notifications here. So I bought Inari this keychain and I was like, I don't really need 3 keychains, so I wanted to give her another one as well because I also bought like a mini key plushie, which I did take pictures of as well. But I was like, Nesama, look, I bought you something. She was like, what? You don't need to. I was like, but like, Nesama, I love you. I was like, Nesama, I love you too. Like, you were taking, I was like, take this as like me thanking you and stuff. You're like the best big sister ever. He was like, oh my god, Soma. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you this other keychain as well because I don't need 3 keychains in my bag or else I'm gonna collect too much. It's just like, okay, bet. And then like, oh, Messi, yo, thanks so much. Thank you so much for the great, the birthday wishes. What the fuck? You were there? Hello from like miles away? Wait, you were at Otakon? Wait, Loon, you were at Otakon? Wait. You were at Otakon or what? Like, what? What the fuck? Anyways, so yeah, I bought Inari this keychain, and then the greatest thing happened, right? So we went up from the dealer's room, and we were gonna meet up with everybody else. I think I forgot the order of events, but like we went up to the gamer hall for some reason, like, and we were going down. But before we went down, oh wait, no, I remember this. Yeah, okay, this shit was so funny. Yeah, so um. Yeah, okay. I remember the order of events now. So we went to the oh, Sally. What the heck? Is everyone what? Sorry, I just had to answer something. Hi Soma, I came across your birthday post and apparently we share it. What the fuck? It's your birthday, Sally? Yo, Sally. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Oh wait, yeah, we do follow each other. I was like sitting there like, wait, I did see. Wait, we share the same birthday, August 3. Yeah, I'm August 3. Holy shit. Yeah, my birthday's August 3. Yeah. Yeah. My birthday's August 3. Holy shit. Oh my god, we share the same birthday. Holy. Um. God damn, that's so cool. Wait, happy birthday. Holy shit. Yeah, so right now I kind of turned this birthday stream into like a recap of Otakon because it was like the most happiest like weekend that like I've ever had in like I don't know how long. It was so happy. But like, yeah, welcome in. Welcome back. Yeah, so I was talking about like yeah, okay, hold on. I'm trying to recall the events right now. Hold on. You didn't miss much. I'm still trying to recall what happened. Um Wait, hold on. Wait. Sorry. I need to answer this real quick. Sorry, I needed to answer a DM real quick. It was urgent. Um yeah, so I remember, yeah, okay, wait, I'm trying to recall the events. Oh yeah, so this will happen, right? So there are 2 events on day 2 that I needed to attend, right? One, okay, So, what's it called? Sorry, what was I saying? Alright, so, sorry about that, guys. I got this. Okay, so, trying to recall the events. Okay, so, there were two events, right? And like, okay, we're gonna keep this in mind, because this shit's fucked up. This is the only thing I hated about that convention. Like, this is the only thing, but like, I did not let it ruin it for me, okay? Like I'm gonna tell you guys right now, like, the convention overall was fantastic. It was just literally this one shit, like, there was just one fucking shit. But, there were two events. One was at 1:30 p.m., and it was a concert for the V singers. It was like Izumitini, Yumemi, um, Bonnie. I think it was Bonnie Barkswell as well. I forgot like who like the whole list was, but like all of them were gonna perform and stuff, in like this like one area, and so I'm like sitting here like, okay, so me, okay, so it was Outer, Zero, and me. We were like going through the dealer's hall because I wanted to go through day two of the second half of dealer's room so I could like, like really, really be satisfied. That's when I bought the keychains, right? And I was like, it's only 12. I think I got this. We hung out at the gamer subsection for like 30 minutes. It was 12:30. And I'm like sitting there like, I think we still got time. I'm just waiting for Inari to like respond for the keychain and shit. And she said, and so when she mentioned it and I bought it, we were still going around the dealer's room because I thought we still had time, but then I realized, like, holy shit, it's 1 o'clock! Ah! And then, like, or, like, it was, like, 12:50! I was like, oh my god! And I was like, I need to eat lunch because I'm hungry! And then, so, like, and so Zero and Outer were, like, looking for Twig. Because, like, Twig, yeah, I remember Twig, you were texting them, telling them that, like, you made it to the dealer's room, and so you were gonna look for them, or they were gonna look for you. And so I was like, I'm gonna split off for a bit because I need to go eat a burger, right? And so I got a burger. I sat there like a fucking chud, next to an Apothecary Diaries cosplayer that was also eating completely alone. And I was just like sitting here like I'm just gonna like sit here and like just quietly eat my food next to the like in close proximity with this cosplayer. And like we were just legit like both like eating our food very quietly. Like we didn't talk to each other. We were just like I think it was like 5 meters away from each other. And like I was just like I'm just gonna eat my food really quickly and then like text my friend and also eat my food really quickly. And then like I scarfed down my shit and then like I went up and like I got lost. It was 1:15. I got lost. I was asking a security guard where it was. He told me to go back down the stairs after going down the hallway. And then when I went downstairs, I asked another security guard, and she told me that there was a hidden escalator that I kept walking past, which I did see, but like I just didn't know that was a thing. There was a hidden escalator. And I went up. I went in line. So this part pissed me off, but like it made up for it because Twig, Zero, and Outer saw me after this incident. So like they made up for it. They made me happy again. So like my mood wasn't ruined completely. But this is the order of events, right? I was laughing it off, but like Twig, you would be pissed off for me if you found out about this, because holy shit, this was so fucked up. So I saw the line, right? I got confused by like the lines because there were like 4 different panels happening, and there were 4 different lines branching towards the doors, or like maybe it was like 3 out of 4 like lines next to the VTuber concert, and the line looked like it was merging. Like everybody was going in 2 different directions, and then next thing you know, like there was like a okay, so like I tried to get in line, but I was like sitting here like, what is this line for? Like I was like really scared that like I was gonna end up in like the wrong panel if I'm lining up, right? Because like it was almost 1:30. It was like 1:20 or something. So I went up and I got out of the line and asked the lady, because like, like okay, so this was on me, but like I knew that at least one of those two events, either it was my meet and greet with the Yumemi Dreams, who's another idol that I'm gonna be going over, which you guys can see actually in the in the thing here. Um, Yumemi was there, and she's gonna also perform, and like there was a meet and greet, and you had to sign up for like a registration to like get like a slot and stuff, and I was asking the lady like, "Hey, like, is this the VTuber concert?" She's like, "Yep, there's a VTuber concert." I'm like, I think I have a reservation. Do I still need to stand in line?" It's like, "Oh no, this wasn't the one with the reservation. It's the meet and greet that you need a reservation for." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then I was like confused, like looking around, and like I tried asking the lady, like, "Hey, where does the line end?" She fucking ignored me. Or like maybe she didn't hear me, but like when I asked her, like it was literally the same volume as like what I was saying like earlier when I was talking to her, but I was like, where does the line end? And she just didn't say anything, and I was like looking around for over 3 minutes, and then like I realized like, okay, well, I mean, there's like this one line here, I might as well just like sit in it. And like I realized the line tripled in length as I was sitting there for 3 minutes. And then when I got in line, um, we were going through it, right? And they split the line. They said left side for those wanting to join the VTuber concert, right side for nothing else. But guess what? Both lines were going to the VTuber concert. And I'm like, what? And then what makes it worse is that like there was this one guy that had like a shit ton of plushies and like not figurines, keychains and shit. And like he was like two like positions over. And like I saw him and like he was like really cool because like he had like a shit ton of like hololive keychains and VTuber shit. And like I thought he was cool. Like I thought he was a cool guy. Like they were letting people in, and like Kendra and like Yusite were saving me a seat in like the audience. But then like the people at the outside of the door were like, "Okay guys, like when you get in, make sure to fill out every single seat." And like it was like, "Okay," and then like everyone was like, "Okay, sure." And then so like I was like, "Oh shit, Kendra might give up the seat," and like Yusite might give up the seat because like they're forcing people to do that. And so I was legit, I'm not even kidding, I was near the door. Like I was like 3 spaces from the door, and then they closed it because it was max capacity. And I was so disappointed. I was about to rage out. Like I was about to like Hulk out, bro. Holy shit. Like I was like, there's no way. I ran all this time. I ran through a massive hallway. I went up, asked for directions, told me to go down the escalator, ran back, told me to run back again, but halfway through, go up an escalator, and then get in line, get ignored because I was asking about where the line ended, got in line again, and then realized that it was gone. And I'm just like, wow. Wow, that's crazy. I was about to crash out, dude. And that's crazy. Like I was about to legit crash out, but then I heard Twig, and I heard Twig, Outer, and Zero's voices also groaning in disappointment. And then they saw me and they're like, "Oh my god, Soma?" I was like, "Guys, they closed it because of max capacity." And they're like, and then like, Twig was like, "Oh, it's okay, man. You want to group up with us?" I was like, "Yeah, I got nowhere else to go. What the fuck?" I was like, "Where are you going?" And then Twig was like, "Oh, I'm going to UME's meet and greet." I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going there too at like 4 p.m. right?" And then they were like, "Yeah." And then so but like since we got like 3 hours, I have this thing scheduled like an idol like meet and greet and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, bet, let me join in." And then or like and then like eventually like me, Outer, and Zero didn't really know much about idols and stuff, so like I didn't really know if I was gonna like join the meet and greet and stuff. So the three of us kind of like sat out like some chairs because my legs were also killing me. And I have regrets. Oh wait, no, sorry. On our way to the meet and greet, this is the part where I got to finally show my other image. My favorite anime from last year, if you guys didn't see me talking about it on Twitter a lot, was the anime called To Be Hero X. It is a peak Chinese anime that was about like it's basically like My Hero Academia but fucked up as shit. Like everybody's superpowers are manifested from people believing in you. So however people believe in you also measures like also like determines what power you get, but also depending on how many people adore you and follow you are is also how strong you are, right? Or like how like your fame basically is your superpower. And so I got to see two really good cosplayers because like there were barely any To Be Hero X cosplayers. I saw two of my favorite characters in the show cosplaying together, and I was like, please, I need to take a picture with you guys. And this guy X, bro, he was really nice. And like, dude, like I was fanboying as shit. I was telling them like, bro, this fucking show is peak. I'm so glad you guys got to cosplay as like X and Nice. Like, holy shit, dude, I'm so happy. Thank you guys. And they're like, bro, no, thank you. And like, they were really like they were really cool. And I was like freaking out. But like I didn't know how to gesture, so I kind of just did the snapping pose. And like, and like I was like, holy shit, I should probably cosplay as X in like one of these days. But like, yeah, so that was pretty much like my whole POV on it. Also, Baycooks, thank you so much, and also Luna and Ava, hello, thank you. Sorry, like I was locked in on telling this story. Also, Sally, to us, yeah. And so like it's fun. Again, there's a funny story about Twig actually. So, X gonna give it to yeah he does. So me, Zero, and Outer, and Twig, we were on our way to the thing. And like I was getting Outer to so Outer was the one taking the photo for me. And I was like, oh, they're gone. And then so like Twig, you were laughing at us for this. You were laughing so hard at us for this. This shit was so funny. You and Zero. So Outer and I thought that like Twig and Zero went down the escalator because like those two were next to the escalator. And so we went down, and then we just heard like a cackle from like the floor that we're going down from. And like Outer was like, dude, wait, Twig is up there. I'm like, what? And then we see Twig just like laughing at us because like we thought like they went down, but like turns out like they were actually behind us the whole time. And so we rushed up the stairs because like there were too many people at the escalator. And so we went and like ran over to the idol stuff, and then we decided to sit down there. We decided to have a long talk while Twig was going through the meet and greet. There was a lot of people for that meet and greet, by the way. And eventually, look at this old man. Shut up. What's up, Demi? So what happens next? I forgot the order of the events. No, okay. So basically, what happened was, while we were there, Twig comes back after the meet and greet, and we realize like it's like 3:20 or something when the thing is at 4:30 or some shit. So I was like, hey, so like we're just gonna head over to the gaming room. I want to play some Mai Mai. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Mai Mai. Ever since I played in the Philippines. So like I wanted to get some practice so I could like when I come back to the Philippines, I'll be a lot like 10 times better at the game because there's barely any machines in my area, if anything at all. Like the latest machine in my area was like at like what fucking like an hour away from me. So I was like, I don't really want to travel that far just for like an arcade machine. Like I love it, but like I don't love it that much, right? So I was like, might as well. And so we were on our way to the gaming hall, and I found a freaking Toho cosplayer. He was cosplaying as my most favorite character from that series, who actually is the inspiration for Soma, me. Like, the first drafts of Soma was just a male version of this character. And, like, actually, I bought a keychain. If you guys look at this image, I actually have a keychain of... So, these are the keychains that I bought, and also the buttons that morning. So, I also bought, like, a plushie, like, a key plushie, and, like, a couple keychains as well. There's the character right here. And I was like, dude, nice cosplay. Like, can I take a picture with you? And, like, there was a shit ton of Toho cosplayers in that area. So, I was, like, taking a picture with, like, some of them. Um, and so we went to the gaming hall after that. And like, actually, no, there was another picture here. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, there it is. It was a separate reply. So this, yeah, so this person had Fumos strapped onto them. And so I was like, might as well take a picture because this is so funny as fuck, but also really based. And he also T-posed as the character as she T-posed in the game. So I thought that shit was funny. I was like telling him, dude, like, I'm so glad you guys still cosplay Toho. Like, barely anyone knows about this series nowadays, you know? It's like, yeah, dude, like it's so niche. And so I went to the gaming hall, did some Toho shit. And then I went to, now you're hitting the same pose in all the photos. Shut up! I was, yeah, I tweeted about that. So we went to the gaming hall for a bit, and then I realized, like, oh shit, it's almost 4:30. So we went back to the place, and then we already knew where the meet and greet was. And so we kind of missed it a little bit. It was like 4:40. And so I was like, hey, is this the reservation for you, Mimi? And then like they were like, yep, this is it. Do you have your QR code? I was like, what the fuck is a QR code? Where is it? And then so like I showed them my QR code eventually. I was like, hi Aurora, thank you. Oh, it's also my birthday, by the way. Hi. And so Yumemi was yeah, so Yumemi was really okay, so like she had her meet and greet, I was lining up and shit, and like I realized that cash doesn't work. Like there you can't do cash, you can only do PayPal, and there's no Apple Pay. There's no card reader. So I unfortunately I couldn't buy anything. Cause I was broke as shit on my PayPal. And like I was hoping that my boss would pay me, but then she said, no, I'm not gonna pay you until like the first Monday of the month. I'm like, oh, well shit. So she paid me today. But like I was in line for Yumemi's thing. I couldn't get a checky, so I just wanted to talk to her. But like I was like sitting here like with Jack. Like Jack, I don't know if you're still here, but like we were legit like I was legit like fucking like oh, Yuki Sora, welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome. Welcome in. I'm just talking about my experience at Otakon 2026. Also, Luna, thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, I was so locked in with the story that like I'm just like my head spinning. Welcome in. But yeah, where was I? So we were lined up. Happy Alpha anniversary. Thank you. It's also my birthday today. Yeah, I have the same affiliate anniversary as my birthday. So, yeah. So I was lined up. I was like asking Jack, like, what do I say? Like, is it bad? Like, I'm like, is it bad if I give out my business card? And like, but like, and then Jack was like, dude, like, she knows you, right? I'm like, yeah, we're kind of friends. Like, we collabed before, and like, we think we're both cool. And then he was like, yeah, there's nothing to worry about. And so like, when we got to Yumemi, right, I had my face mask on. I already thought of like the funniest first words that I'll say. And like I walked up to her, she was smiling, you know, for every fan. And then like I basically was like, hey, so you know that one time we collabed in Valorant back in 2022? And then like she was thinking about it for a couple seconds. She was like, Soma! Oh my god! And I was like, oh my god, you met me! And then we were chatting it up. I gave her a business card. She gave me hers as well. She gave Jack hers as well. This is the photo that we took. She's a really cool person. I also hit the same pose in every single photo because I rarely take photos of myself anymore. But like, I just have the peace sign and shit. But yeah. So Yumemi was really cool and awesome. And like, I want to see if I could collab with her eventually again, because I thought like hanging out with her was really fun, and she's really cool, but she's always busy, so like I didn't want to bother her, you know. But yeah, and then after that we were waiting for U-Scythe because we were gonna group up with everybody else for any beat. I saw Pyramid Head, so like I ended up taking this photo. Yeah, so I ended up taking this photo with Pyramid Head, which is really funny. Also, by the way, this guy was so freaking cool. He literally held this giant ass, like, I don't even know if it was like paper mache or like, I don't know what it's made of, right? But like, that thing is huge. And he held that shit with one hand. Like, I'm like, bro, either it's really light or he's just really strong. Like, his muscles are freaking huge. I'm like, bro, Like, this dude is jacked, bro. Um, like, I'm just like, bro, that's insane. Like, the fact that, like, I realized this when when I was looking at the photo. Also, Jack, thank you for taking the photo. You took, like, 7 copies. But, like, I'm, like, sitting here, like, god damn, dude. I realized this when we were, when I was looking through my photos with my parents. Like, I was like, what the fuck? He was holding this in, like, one hand? It looked like metal, too. Well, obviously, it's not metal, because, like, you can't bring weapons into the convention, right? But, like, it's, I don't know. It's made of something. And I was like, holy shit, that something is wild. Um, wait, hold on. And so, what's it called? Um, and so after that, where is it? So, we try to go to Annie Beat, but because, like, yeah, so just like I said earlier, one of my friends, ended up tagging along with me and Jack, and, like, they got overwhelmed by the loud music, and so I left, making sure that they're okay. You know, I wanted to make sure that, like, you know, they weren't alone, so I was, like, sitting with them, because they were alone, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sit with you, I'm just gonna enjoy here, and, you know, we're talking about stuff, we're talking about music and shit, it was pretty nice, like, I was like, okay, whatever, and then, like, because they felt overwhelmed, I was like, you want to just come with me and Jack to, like, the gaming hall? Just so you could, like, you know, de-stress? Because, like, they said that, like, initially their plan was they wanted to go to the gaming hall, but then I wanted them to, you know, also join up with, like, everybody else, right? Um, so, you know, we decided to just leave, and on our way back, I saw Ruby and Yang from the show Ruby, so I thought they were really cool, and then so I wanted to take a picture with them, and then I saw Freeren's whole party except for the freaking priest, and I was like, this is cool. Thank you. I wanted to take a picture with them because they looked so cool. Like they look just like the characters as well, like with the accent props and everything, and the cosplay was really nice. Um and so yeah, and so I was like, that's awesome. And yeah, and then what's it called? Um and after that, it was a lot of walking, so much walking, and then eventually we were gonna eat out for sushi, right? And I have to say, the the sushi was great. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I'm not gonna obviously, like, for privacy reasons, I'm not gonna say too much about it. But all I'm gonna say is that there was low key an eating competition between our whole group. Um, it was the funniest shit ever. And the thing is, I could have joined in, but, like, we were splitting the tab, right? Because, like, that's how you usually are with, like, grouping up with friends, right? We were splitting the tab, right? Cyrena, yo! Salmon says happy birthday to his good little fish. Oh my god, shut the fuck up. So I don't know if Twig is still here, but like, I remember I was sitting with Twig, Inari, Yusite, and Aramis, right? And, like, so we were just eating calmly, but, like, we were eating a lot, right? But, like, it was, like, per plate, like, it was like a sushi restaurant, right? And, like, I don't know, like, this is all I could say. It turned into a competition on who had more plates consumed, and I'm, like, sitting here like, is it bad for me to get more plates? Because I was low-key, like, I wasn't full, but, like, I was enough where I was like, I'm fine, I don't need to eat too much. But, like, I legit was like, and, like, but, like, Inari and, like, Twig were like, no, you can order more Soma if you're still hungry. I'm like, but I'm, like, sitting here like, I don't know if it's bad if I enable this behavior of, like, the eating competition, but at the same time, I was legit kind of hungry, but, like, at the same time, I'm not. So I'm like, what do I do? And so I just ordered takoyaki. And then, Inari and Twig were ordering, ice cream mochi. Or mochi ice cream. And this shit was funny. They were ordering ice cream mochi, and then Inari was, and I was like, oh, that's like the first time I've seen that before. And they're like, ice cream and mochi? Yeah, that's a thing. And then Inari was like reaching out her plate, like of like 4 pieces. And it's like, you could have some if you want. I'm like, no, I'm good. I was playing hard to get. I didn't want to be rude. I didn't want to mooch off of her food. So I was like, damn. Can I have a piece? And then Inari was like, oh, come on, Soma. And I was like, fine, I'll have a piece. And then like I ate it. It was really good. I ate the strawberry flavor, obviously, because yeah. So I ate the cheesecake, right? And so what's it called? Where was I with this? Oh yeah. So after sushi, I had a lot of fun. Everyone else went somewhere else. I don't think Jack, you could mention it if it's okay. I'm not gonna mention what happens with you guys, but like you guys went out for like not really an after party. You guys went out somewhere else after the sushi place. Um and so I was on my way home. Zero was an MVP because he was it's fine. Okay, yeah, they were out drinking and stuff. I don't know if it was fine to say that. It was a party. Yeah, so they were drinking, right? But like it was almost late for me. So I was like I might as well get home. But like I am tempted to drink, but at the same time I was like I don't have money. So I was like I might as well just go home after this. And so like the rest of the group like went home and I was like Zero, can you like stay here with me until I get my Uber? He's like, yeah, sure, why not, bro? I was like, okay, bet. And so he was just sitting there with me, and then we and Outer talked about it so much. Oh, okay, that's fair. Um, you should have drank. That's the thing. I wasn't used to Chinatown at the time, and so I was like, I didn't know like how late I could really stay. Um, and so I was like, I might as well just um like call an Uber now and just like hit the bed. I was also thinking like I had a stream as well. Oh, it was by the con. Oh, that's fucking crazy. I should have joined. That would have been funny. Um but yeah, I went home, I got the stream, and then like I killed the #1 player in NA. I was so happy, I guess. That like I was inspired. I wasn't feeling depressed for once. And so like hanging out with everybody at this point, right? Like that was like the peak of like my happiness, right? And I was ecstatic being with everybody, even though I was nervous as shit. Like we did so much. I got to be closer a little bit at least with everybody. Koi High, Shrimp High, Aurelia, Axel, Zero, Outer, especially Zero and Outer, because like I hung out with them like 90, like at least like 60% of like that day. Ava, Nori, like Twig, obviously Twig and Inari. Yeah, no, like everybody was there, and like oh my god, like yeah, and Jackie obviously. And like funny enough, like I never got to know Aramis until like that sushi night. And Kendra went home early. Oh yeah, Yuki was there too. Yeah, Yuki. Yeah, Yuki was there. Um and so like while everybody was there, right? And like I was like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I get to finally spend time with everybody. Yippee. Yeah, you didn't see Kendra past Friday. I didn't see her that much. I saw her at the meet and greet though. That was interesting. So what happened after that was I got to learn a lot about Aramis as well, actually. Like I think Aramis is really cool. They followed me as well, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, you did really good. Thank you for performing. She's like, oh my god, thank you for watching. Ah, and like I thought they were really nice. But like that was the one time we ever talked though, like in person. I couldn't find Aramis anywhere, and like I mostly stuck to Inari and Twig. And then day 3 started, and guys, I'm gonna tell you, that shit was peak. Okay, first of all, my only event scheduled that day was meeting with my friends Soleil and Putty, and Jack and I went through a whole ass wild goose chase, bro. That shit was funny. We went a whole wild goose chase adventure with Putty giving me certain pictures of like the fucking scenery, and I just didn't know where they were. And like I had to play GeoGuessr, and like the iPad was super blurry because of the signal probably, and like we couldn't see shit, right? And so we were running around. We went upstairs. We went downstairs. We went down to the artist alley. We were looking for directions. I was asking staff members. That shit was like, that shit was so complicated. But then Putty was like, God, oh, Soma, we stopped next to an escalator. And then she showed me like a picture of like near the escalator. I was like, Jack, I think I know where this is. It was literally like at this escalator. And I was like, I'm going up. And she's like, no, 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 go back down. I'm like, what? And then so like, I didn't go up the escalator. We went upstairs. And then we went back down, and I was like, where are they? They're near... She said, like, we're near the escalators. I'm like... And I was like, oh. And then, like, I showed them my outfit as well so they could recognize me. And so, I went to the, I went up, but, like, they were actually talking to people and taking pictures of them. But then I went in frame for a couple seconds, and they're like, oh my god, Soma! And I was like, oh, hi, how's it going? Hello? And then like and then Soleil and Putty were like, oh my god, we were legit like laughing at how you were trying to find us and stuff. And I was like, bro, I can't believe you guys are here. Oh my god. Oh my god, so what the heck? Oh my god, Solodon, thank you for the follow, or thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Is proud of you. Thank you. My name is SomaSaika, your favorite Hitman Birdman. I play Naraka Blade Point. I'm also a video editor and got converted as a fucking idol fan now, like a legit waving glow sticks idol fan. Probably. I'm not sure. But yeah, welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just talking about my experience in Otakon. It's also a my birthday stream, but I'm mostly talking about Otakon because it was like the highlight of my past like 6 years. I've been on this fucking VTuber planet, you know. Happy birthday, you nerd. Thank you. So, oh, wait, hold on. So yeah, I was talking about day 3, and I met my friends Soleil and Putty. And, yeah, I was chatting up with them a little bit, and I was like, yo, like, I can't believe it. You guys are here and cool. And, like, you know, it was really nice. I got to take a picture with them, as you guys can see here. And then I was like, Soleil, you better fucking, collab with me. You still owe me one. She's like, ha 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 ha. And I was like, yeah, keep laughing, y'all fucking stinky ass. And then, like, apparently the idea of karaoke came along because apparently during like Friday or Saturday, no, it's Saturday, they wanted us to do karaoke, but we ended up eating sushi instead. So Koihai wanted to still do karaoke, because that was one of the initial plans, and so we were like, let's do it, let's do karaoke, and so let's go sing. Yeah. So, yeah, so we never ended up doing it the night before because we ate sushi, right? Let's go sing, eat fish. Yeah, that tracks. Yeah. And so we were like, let's do karaoke. And there's like a restaurant there. And little did we know that fucking restaurant was, kind of sus. Not because the food was bad. No, it was literally something else. But like, so we were like, what are we gonna do in the next few hours? And so I was like, let's go to the gaming room maybe. And so we all grouped up there, or like some people grouped up there. And like, little did we know, because I didn't check the schedule, the gaming hall closes at 3 p.m. It was 2. And I was trying to line up for the My machine. That fucked me up. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention, there was a story, actually, of that day 3 morning and also day 2. Since I'm undercover as a VTuber, right? I was just going around, and like there were like 3 people that I gave my business cards to. Right? First guy, I was trying to line up for My My, because if you guys don't know, My My is a two-player thing mostly. So let me show you guys a demonstration of what it looks like. To those that don't know. Um, so My arcade machines are usually like this, where like both of you guys select the song and your stuff is synced. Tangina mo, birthday mo pala, happy birthday, Q, hello. I was talking about my convention experience. Um, it was fun. It was probably my best thing that I've ever had in the past 6 years that I've been on that I've been a VTuber. Um, or like it's been like the most fun time I've ever had, ever. Um, but yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm in day 3. We could talk about more about this. But I was explaining My to the chat. Cause like turns out My, yeah, you guys are not gonna believe this story, right? So this happened between day 2 and 3, like up to like the morning of day 3. So the first person I met in the convention, he was like a Hollow fan, right? And like I was trying to line up for My because like I saw this couple and then there's this one guy and then like there were like more people that are like duos. Because like in My you had to like pick, like it has to usually be 2 people or it'll be a waste of space because like you kind of like both want to like be on the machine at the same time so you can both pick songs and shit, so it's like, you know, it's just more efficient, right? And so the guy was like, you want to cut in line with me, so like you because like I'm just solo. And I was like, sure, why not, sure. And then and I found out he's a Hollow fan and a Toho fan, right? He was really nice. And like I was like, you're a Hollow fan, right? I was like, yeah, I like Gigi. And I was like, oh wait, no, I don't know if it was Gigi, but like it was definitely someone from like the EN crowd. And I was like, oh dude, I like VTubers too. I was undercover as shit, dude. I was like, yeah, I like VTubers too, bro. Like, and then I showed him like my bag. I'm gonna show you guys in a sec, like when I show you guys the con hall after day 3. But like he was like, oh dude, that's sick, man. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm a huge Suisei fan, bro. And like he picked the song, I forgot what it was. Um, but the second song was the one that like was really funny. I picked BB Diva. It was Suisei's most viral song that ended up on Fortnite. Yeah, I picked BB Diva and he was like, based. I was like, yeah. I was like, bibbidi bobbidi boo. And then like, and so after that, I was like, you know what, dude? Thank you for being really nice and letting me cut in line. So I gave him my business card. Because, like, I was also bringing out business cards and shit. And he was like, oh, dude, you're a VTuber? And I was like, and then while we were leaving the machines, I was like, yeah, dude. It's like, check me out, bro. And he was like, oh, dude, thank you. Like, bro, I'll definitely check your stuff out. I'm like, thanks, man. And like, I had my face mask on the whole time. But like, he was really nice. And like, actually, it's funny. He actually added me on Twitter, telling me like, hey, at SomaSaika, thank you so much for like the My the other day. Really appreciate it. You were really nice and cool. I was like, he thought it was cool. And I was crying. Inside. And so that morning, the next morning, it was on day 3, right? Um, I was playing Idol Showdown. Apparently there was Idol Showdown in one of the machines, right? And there was a Hollow fan on there, and he was getting his ass kicked by another Hollow fan. And so I was watching them, and then one of the dudes got off because he says like, oh, do you want to play? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I haven't played Idol Showdown in a while. And like the dude was like, you know, the dude was really nice. He was a Gigi fan, so unfortunately he couldn't play Gigi, but he got to play Bibu, right? And I was a Suisei main. Like, we were legit, like, I was just sitting here, like, because, like, there's apparently people, because, like, the day before, there was tournaments happening, and I could have joined, but I didn't know, because I was searching up tournaments, like a month before Otakon, and there was nothing on it. And I was like, what the fuck? So there's no tournaments? And so on the day of the second day, literally, like, afternoon, I could have signed up for tournaments, because I didn't know what to do on the second day. And I ended up missing it. And I got so mad because I could have been in the Idol Showdown tournament. Even though I didn't know how to play much. Like, I played, like, early release. But, like, that morning of day 3, I was like, dude, I tried to sign up for the tournament. I wanted to sign up for the tournament, but I couldn't. It's like, ah, dude, that sucks, man. Um, and then I was like sitting here like, are you a Hollow fan? And then like he like glanced at me. And I was like, what? And then like he's like, dude. I'm like, what? And then like he showed me his shirt. He had a fucking hakama that had Gigi's face on it. And then like he had like a keychain. He had a plushie. He had a bag with a Gigi plushie in it. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, I'm blind as a bat. I'm sorry. And so he was like, it's okay, bro. I was like, who's your like? Okay, and I'm like, he's like, so Gigi's like your Oshi, right? He's like, yeah, bro. But I think everyone's cool. I'm like, yeah, me too. And then like, and then I picked Suisei. And it's like, I'm like, you could kind of guess who I like. And then I showed him my keychains with like Suisei on it. And like a button with like Suisei on it as well. It's like, yup, you know what? Good taste, good taste. And like, we were playing for like, I don't know how long. But like, it was really fun. Cause like, I was telling him like, bro, I don't know how this fucking works, man. Like, I don't know how the arcade controls work for this. Cause like, I don't know which button's which. It's like, oh, I think this one is like light attack. This one's heavy. This one's special. You know, just going over the whole thing. And then I ended up beating him a couple of times, but like he beat my ass like too many times with Bibu. Because Bibu's way too strong. And the only thing that stopped from playing was the fucking HDMI cable glitching out and screwed up the whole machine. Like, I'm not even kidding. The console glitched, our controls were inverted, and his side was not working. My joystick was controlling Bibu instead of Suisei. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So we reported it to the staff, and guess what they did? Instead of fucking, fixing it, they turned off the cabinet, and then when I came back hours later, they changed it to a different game that nobody was playing. And I was really sad. Oh, right, before that, sorry. That morning, before that guy, I actually found a Toho fucking arcade machine. Or like, it was like a console connected to like an arcade like looking thing. And I was playing Toho for like a whole hour, and I got the high score for that day because I was one of the first people that got on. But like, I legit was balling in Toho, bro. That shit was so good. And then, because the My machine was still off that morning. And then, so I went to the other My machine, and I found someone cosplaying as Reimu from Toho. And, they were really cool. But, like, turns out they were hogging the machine the whole time because nobody wanted to get on. And so, they kept, like, nudging me, like, hey, you could pick a song if you want. I was like, oh, sure, thanks. And so, I was picking Toho shit. And, like, anime shit. And we were practicing, and I was like, I can't do past 8. And they were like, they were chuckling too. And then like I was like looking at them, they were like doing like 9, like difficulty 9 and shit. Like they were like waving their arms and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Well, like they were really cool. And then I played Guitar Hero for a little bit, but then this happened, right? Jack is gonna mention. Jack already kind of mentioned this. This is kind of embarrassing. Cause like, she might be watching the stream. But like, so there's this girl that was like, that I met at like the My machine. And like, she was new to the game. Like, she didn't know what was going on. And like, I was like, oh, hey, like at first, like, I thought she was just playing. But like, she hasn't like started. I was like she was like at the main menu. And she was like kind of confused at like what was happening. And I was like, oh, are you new to the game? Or actually, it wasn't that first. I was like, oh, hey, like, can I hop on the machine with you? And then she was like, oh, yeah, sure, why not? And then, like, and, like, I was asking her, like, if she was new to My. She said it was, like, her first time, like, seeing this. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was, like, teaching her how to play the game. I was like, you want to play the tutorial just so you can, like, get used to it? She's like, yeah, sure. And then, like, I was telling her about, like, what's it called? I was telling her how the cabinet worked. If, like, there's, like, people in line, usually for My, you pick, like, 2 songs, like, one for one person, one for the other person, unless, you offer them, like, the chance to pick a song. And so it's like, oh, okay, sure. And so I picked one song, right? I think it was Bad Apple. And then like she picked another one, and she picked an anime song, I think. I forgot. And what's it called? I was after we played the song, I was like, did you have fun? And then she was like, yeah, sure. I was like, I mean, sorry, I was like, what did you think? And then she was like, yeah, I had a lot of fun. Um, and like, apparently she was killing time before she had to go home actually, because like her like train was like to like where to come back where she like came from was actually like it was at a certain time, and so I was like, oh bet. She's like, I might come back later if you still want to play. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And then like eventually somehow I was playing other games, I was looking around, and then somehow I went to the game consoles and found her at the Project Diva section when I was looking at the Toho stuff next to the Project Diva stuff. Like there was a Toho game next to it, and I was like, wait, aren't you the person from early at the My machine? And she was like, oh yeah, that was me, that was me. And I was like, and then I was like, hey, and then I got to know her a bit. I got to ask her like, like what's your name and stuff, and like I got to introduce myself. Um, and then I gave her my business card as well because like I printed 250. That was like the minimum at Staples, so I couldn't really like I printed too much because that was the minimum. And she's like, "Oh, you're a VTuber. You're a VTuber." I'm like, "Yeah. That's what I was asking about VTubers earlier." and and so we were talking about like stuff, and then like and she, she turns out she was from like somewhere else, but she does play League and Valorant. Um, and I was hoping to introduce her to Naraka eventually, but I thought she was really nice. Um, and like I want to get to talk to her again because like that was the first time I ever met a friend at a convention without you know Inari or Twig around or Jack around. So like, yo, what's up, Neo? Hayate, welcome in, dude. How's it going? It's my birthday. Hello. I'm talking about my adventures in Otakon, which is a anime convention. Um, and so yeah, so basically that basically happened during day three's morning, and like, thank you. Um, and so to kill time after, and I told her like, I'm sorry, like I have to leave because like, you went to Otakon? Yeah, I did. Um, and so what's it called? Um, so after lunch, I went to the dealer's room, I think. No, yeah, okay, so basically I told the girl, like, hey, like, sorry, I have to go. I told her, like, hey, like, I gotta go because I gotta go meet up my friends and stuff. She's like, oh, that's fine. And, like, basically we added each other in Discord and stuff. And, like, I was like, yo, hey, if you want to play League or if you want to check out my streams, there's my business card. And, like, I was messaging her and stuff, like, on and off since, like, yesterday. She was really cool. Um, and, what's it called? So I grouped up with everybody else. And, we went back to the gaming room eventually after I met up with... No, actually, I went to the dealer's room because I was chasing down, Soleil and Putty, which eventually I was sweating so hard I eventually found them. Funniest shit ever. And then I was like, Jack, you guys could go on ahead. I'm gonna fucking go get a burger. And then so I split up from him. And then, because like karaoke was like at 6, but then Inari wanted to go to the Spy Museum, which is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. But basically, um, what's it called? I wanted to at least kill some time at the gaming hall, but unfortunately, I didn't know that they closed at 3 p.m. on a Sunday because they were gonna like like move everything out of the convention center. So so after that ended, we realized that shit, the convention closes at 4 p.m. on Sunday, like the last day of the convention. And so I'm just like sitting here like, oh fuck, where do we go? I mean, like it was like the last day, so people had to move out their cabinets and shit. It's a really big convention. Um, and so I was grouped up with basically the homies, except for Twig. Twig had to go home literally in day 2, unfortunately. Or like no, the start of day 3. So I couldn't see Twig again after that, after day 2, which is really sad. I wanted to see Twig again and see them off. Uh, um, And so, what's it called? Where was it? Oh yeah, no, sorry. I did see Twig a little bit, but I couldn't, like... I have to prepare to get off the bus for a bit, so we'll be back later. Okay, see ya, Jack! So day 3 was a lot more relaxed, because, like, you know, we stopped at, like, 3 p.m. I was trying to look for Axel. So basically, the homies were there. So the homies that were there were Nori, Nori's friend, I think? No, it was just Nori. It was Nori, Jack, Inari, Axel, Outer, and Zero. Yeah, so, like, Koi Hai and Shrimp Pie weren't there, and Aurelia wasn't there yet. So, like, you know, just us over there. And, we were talking about karaoke, we're like, what are we gonna do? And then, like, Inari was like, oh, yeah, Soma, we were talking about, like, yeah, like, oh, maybe we could go to the Spy Museum. And I was like, yeah, you're right, the Spy Museum, holy shit. And so I was like, yeah, let's go to the Spy Museum, because, like, I know she wanted to visit museums, like, near her last day, if she, you know, if she got off the convention early. I was like, that's we should go, yeah! And so Jack also wanted to tag along, because, like, I also, like, you know, I was like, hey, Jack, you want to come with? And then, you know, so, Inari and I and, Jack, we went to the, museum, the Spy Museum, and, there's this one specific train station that Inari and Jack keep making fun of me for it, because, like, it was called L'Enfant Plaza, but all my life, I thought it was called L'Enfant Plaza. So when I said L'Enfant Plaza, Inari was like, no, dude, it's L'Enfant, right? Because, like, I'm like, what? No, we usually call it L'Enfant Plaza. And then so, like, as we were talking about it, the train, like, announcer, like, the robotic AI, like, train announcer said, now stopping at L'Enfant Plaza. And I was like, oh! It was, and then they were laughing. And like, ha! I was like, okay, alright. And so we went to L'Enfant Plaza, and I was like, yeah, L'Enfant Plaza, right? And like, and then Inari, Nesama was like, this station haunts you now, doesn't it? I'm like, yup. And I was like, aren't we going to the Smithsonian? She's like, but like the Spy Museum's literally next to the L'Enfant Plaza. I'm like, wait, you're right. Holy shit. We literally walked like few blocks from the train station to get to the Spy Museum like the like 2 nights before. So we literally went up the escalator and we ended up next to the Spy Museum, like literally like next to it. And I was like, wow, that actually would have been so bad if we, because, like, it was also raining, so it would have been bad if we actually did transfer trains. So, like, yeah, Nara's the MVP there. And so we went in it, it was really nice. But, like, all I'm gonna mention is that, damn, $40 entrance fee for an adult. Like, holy shit, dude. Like, $40 entrance fee for a museum, and they said that, like, it's like a 2 to 3 hour like venture. It's very interactive and shit, so I guess that's why, like, it was really, like, expensive to get in. But, like, Inari helped me out with it. She paid for my ticket, and so we ended up getting in. I felt so bad because, like, she was like treating me and shit, and I was like, she was always telling me, like, I gotta take care of my younger brother, you know, my baby brother, I gotta take care of him. I was like, thank you, Nisama, I'm always broke. And so we were going around the exhibits. It was really cool, by the way, holy shit. It was really huge. Like, that like fucking museum is insane. Like, there was a lot of stuff regarding, like, gathering information from, like, the smallest objects. Like, for example, I'm gonna get somewhat political in here, so just be warned. Anyway, they was just talking about wars, right? So, like, there was, like, the US-Afghan war. Apparently, right, this was really cool. Like, I just thought it was really cool how they did this for, like, information gathering. They apparently made fake rocks to determine the proximity of aircrafts and other like people or like other any entities that are like running around in that area. Like these fake rocks look so real, but they have a sensor underneath them. And like there was shit like you could disguise a sensor inside fake shit of like bats or some shit from like the Vietnam War. Or like there was World War II with like Germany with like the Enigma, which was the their super, not supercomputer, but like it was like a code, like it was a code making mechanism to like, you know, and like each of the Germans had like a decoder for the Enigma so they could know what kind of military shit they'll be up to in very encrypted messages. Like it was super hyper encrypted. Like it was like over 33 trillion like combinations or some shit. It was a lot. It was a lot of combinations. And like code breakers could barely do anything because they keep changing the values every single morning. So like it was really hard for the Allies to really turn the fight around because like they keep broadcasting it through like radio waves and shit. But I remember watching this movie when I was in high school. It was The Imitation Game. It was about Alan Turing making the first computer to help turn around the Allies in World War II. And I thought that shit was like really cool. And also, Alan Turing was being played by, you guessed it, Benedict Cumberbatch, who, if you guys don't know, Doctor Strange. And I thought he's a really cool actor. And I thought like, damn, that's so cool. Doctor Strange as Alan Turing? That's sick. And so in the Spy Museum, they showed like the heart of the Enigma. Like right there, and I was like, oh my god, there's even an Alan Turing like entry about him. And I was like, damn, this is cool. Technically, like code breaking is part of espionage, which is really sick, but also it became really confusing and like really scary. Because like there were so many ways for people to gather information and shit that like you know, it was scary. And here's my little thing with my Yomu plushie. You know, we were in the lobby because we were actually on our way out to karaoke, but like I wanted to take one picture with Yomu. And then oh yeah, this is so funny. There was a whole exhibit on camouflage, chat. You know what I said? This is the stupidest shit ever. Like Inari and Jack were like groaning in pain but also laughing. I said, and I quote, "This is the Mecha Chameleon section." I was like, dude, we're playing Mecha Chameleon in this area, and then Inari's like, oh my fucking god, you're such a kid. I'm like, but it was funny. You gotta know. And like, I legit was like I was next to the camouflage walls, and like I was spreading my arms out. Like Inari has a picture of it, but like she said she's not gonna post it. But like, she had like this pic, like I was legit like spreading my arms and legs on the wall, like as if I was one of those stick figures, and I was like, guys, I'm playing Mecha Chameleon. Dude, it was so funny. And like dude, like I could not get over it. Like I would not let that joke down. Like I was beating that joke like a dead horse, bro. Like it was the funniest shit ever. Like, that was, like, probably, like, my best joke I've ever made this year, and I'm never gonna let go of that one. And I was like, look at the lies and deceit. Like, I was like, I'm Michael Reeves, and I'm doing lies and deceit and shit. And, like, we were looking at, like, these are, like, night vision goggles with, like, armor plating. And I was like, oh my god, Warzone. And then I saw this, and I thought this was just in movies, bro. But, like, spies actually had actual gadgets that looked inconspicuous until, you know, it's too late. Like, this is actually an umbrella that's also a gun. And I thought that shit was so cool. And, like, there was, like, a lipstick pistol. And, like, there was, like, a dart gun that was, like, that looked like a Mauser pistol. But, like, it was super long for long distance shooting. And I was like, dude, this is sick. I love this. Happy birthday, Goober. Thank you so much, Starry. I'm talking about my experience in Otakon 2026. I'm in day 3, unfortunately. If you want to look at the rest of the times that I was talking about, like the other stuff, feel free to backtrack on the VOD after the stream has ended. In short, it was my first time interacting with people in a long time, and I was really socially anxious. But throughout the 3 days, these magical fucking, well, technically 4. Throughout these 4 days, I was like going through so much character development, and I became progressively less shy to talk to people. Um, I became progressively less shy to talk to people and party with them and like do all sorts of stuff. It was nice, and like I was really happy because people were finally like nice to me and like saying that I was cool, and I was like, please stop, you guys are cool, I'm not cool, I'm a fucking goober, bro. But like everybody was like, you know, I was like Bochi from Bochi the Rock, dude. It was fucking wild. But yeah, so I'm basically at the part where I was talking about the spy museum, right? And this was in DC, by the way. And like, you know, me and Nesama went there with Jackie Neko. He's in the chat, but he's getting off the bus. He's traveling back from Otakon. That's good. So proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, so after this, right? Um we it was like almost like 6 p.m., which was the time, or 6:30, which was the time of our like thing. So Inari, Jack, and I were going on an Uber to head over back to Chinatown to meet up with the rest of the group. And and like we were gonna go out for karaoke. Yeah, actually, yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna give you context. So basically, like day 3 of Otakon, it was like they had to end it early, but we already wanted to. One of the people in our group, her name is Koihai. She's another VTuber. She wanted to do karaoke because the group didn't end up doing it like early on. So we ended up doing it early on. So like she was like, guys, we should really. I'm still in the mood for karaoke. Come on, guys. And we're like, you know what? Sure, let's do it. It's like our last day. Why not? And so as we got off the Spy Museum, me and Inari and Jack, we grouped up with everybody else, and the people that were there were Zero, one of my friends, yeah, one of our friends, so it was Zero, Outer, Inari, Jack, me, Koihai, Shrimpai. There's so many people. Aurelia, Nori's friend. I'm really bad with names. Um, and then like I think there were like 3 IRLs. Um, and so we all met up at like this like boba place that's also a bakery, which is really cool. And I bought like boba and shit. And like we're like, okay guys, so like we're gonna go to karaoke. This is gonna be fun. Hope you can sing. There's a restaurant that's like merged with it, so we can definitely eat dinner over there. And there's something about that that's really funny. So it was pouring. And like it was my first time like running around the rain with my friend. Running around with our friends, and like, you know, actually no, they went ahead to the karaoke bar. Me and Jack was waiting for me to get my boba ordered, and like me and Jack and I were running around the rain. We were like beating red lights and shit. I felt so alive, bro. I never felt so alive before running around the rain with a friend, dude. um and when we went to the karaoke bar, it was so cramped. But here's the thing. So we decided, hey, let's go sing anime songs, because like we all like anime, right? Um Unfortunately, the anime songs in the list were all in kanji. And when you play the song, all the words are in kanji. There's no romanized lyrics anywhere, so we had to Google search the romanized version so we can actually do it. Meanwhile, Inari can read it the whole time and got to sing along with literally every song. And because she speaks Japanese and like writes in Japanese as well. Understands kanji and hiragana and katakana probably. I'm not sure. She probably does. But she was the only one that did not have a hard time, unless we all memorized the lyrics for some of the songs. We sang a lot of songs, but like it was so funny because like we were also singing some fucking emo songs too, like Evanescence, like Bring Me to Life. I had like the most embarrassing moment because like the first chorus of like the Wake Me Up, I said it like 5 seconds too early, and everybody was laughing, and I was like. And then and then Jack was like reaching to the microphone for me. I was like, I'm not gonna do it, and then it actually played that time. I was like, God damn it. And I had like one song in me because it was like a 3-hour limit. I sang Daddy Daddy Do, and apparently everybody loved it, and I was like, I'm shaking. But like we were also singing the Cruel Angel's Thesis, you know, the opening for Evangelion. You know, the one that goes like Zan koku wa tenshi no yoni. Yeah, we were singing that. Um like it was a fun time. In short, it was a really fun time. And like I was about to sing something from Avenged Sevenfold, but we were running out of time, and like the last song was going to be Cause Every Time We Touch, which was a really good song. And so I was, and so you know they were like, so well you could sing if you want. I'm like, but like no, I'm good. The next song everybody's gonna sing along, so like I was like, nah, just skip it. And then freaking Koi Hai was like, well, you better cover it, okay? I'm like, okay, fine. Yeah, it was yeah. Axel and Koi Hai were singing so much, it was insane. They were really like locked in on it. Um, And yeah, and then after karaoke, I was really sad because it was almost time to go. And then I was like, Nesama, are we gonna eat dinner somewhere? She's like, oh, we're supposed to eat dinner in there. Oh, right. So this is the shitty part of that karaoke bar. One plate, I'm not kidding. One plate, like a singular plate of fried rice was $30. Let that sink in. Shrimp fried rice, not even a plate good for like 7 or like 10 people. No, for one person, 1 to 2 people. For 1 to 2 people at a karaoke bar, the serving size of like one plate of fried shrimp fried rice for probably 1 to 2 people. Hell, only one person ate it and she almost finished it. Was 30 USD, 30 doubloons. And we're like, what the fuck? What is this? They were not gold flakes. We were like, I'm just like sitting here like, why the hell is this like price so high? And then they were serving miso, and you know what's so funny? Inari was Nesama, yeah, Inari Nesama, Inarine. I guess, yeah, I should just call it Inarine. Inarine was even looking at the fucking like menu, and she was like, guess what, guys, guess what's the cheapest thing on their menu? And we're like, what is it? The miso soup. And the miso soup was $7. Yeah, $7 miso soup, bro. That better have been the most fucking fuck ass like best miso soup in the like in my entire life, or like so help me, cause holy shit, dude, like that better have been like that better have been like that shit better have been the holy grail of like miso soup. But $7 for one small bowl of miso soup was fucked up, dude. So like none of us were motivated to pay for any of that. So like after like a couple drinks, Jack, I'm talking about the karaoke and how fucked up the prices were for the food, and that's why we didn't order anything. Like the $30 shrimp fried rice and the $7 miso soup, and that was, by the way, the miso soup was the cheapest shit ever in the whole menu. Chat, I'm not kidding. The miso soup was the cheapest thing on their menu, and Jack got a drink for $19. It was a small fuck ass cup. I don't even know what was in it. It was a small cup. Like, it was messed up. And so we're like, we're not doing this, whatever. And so eventually we that's some bullshit miso. Yeah, no, exactly. So like I was like sitting here like, Inari, ne, where are we eating? I'm kind of hungry. And then so she was like, guys, we're kind of hungry here. We didn't really eat anything. Like Soma says he's hungry, and I was like, and so yeah, so she was like, so Inari was like, guys, like I still think we need to eat something. Because, like, you know, like, everyone's kind of hungry. Like, Outer, one of my friends, was also hungry. Zero was also hungry. Jack was hungry. Like, Jack obviously was hungry. I was hungry. Inari was also hungry. So we were all hungry. And so, you know, we kind of had the decision that like Axel clears out their room first. Um, and like their hotel room. So we all went with Axel. Oh yeah, no, it was so funny. Axel thought we were splitting up and doing our own thing, but then we ended up going to the same place together. Like Axel wanted to do like a one last handshake for everybody, and then like we're like split or like break, and then we all left, and then we're like, wait, we're going with Axel. So legit, like we did that for no reason, and so we all went together. Yeah, and then Jack was like saying like goodbye, Nori, and then like hugged her, and then we still ended up going with them. We actually thought we were gonna say goodbye and do other shit, but like right, no, we're actually eating together. And then Yusai, one of our friends, also had the idea like, hey guys, how about we go eat at, I think it was Hangry Joe's or Crazy Joe's. It was like a fried chicken place, like a spicy fried chicken place. And he was like, guys, like we could just order some like chicken sandwiches and like fries, you know, and like we'll just eat that. And then Inari was like, yeah, sure, why not? And then like turns out Inari can't eat anything spicy, but when he ordered it, yeah, so you know Inari was gonna order something else. Dave's hot chicken, man. How did I get Angry Joe's? I'm so deaf sometimes, dude. Dave's hot. How do you remember that? What the fuck? So Dave's hot chicken was pretty good. But Inari had to order something else because she couldn't eat anything spicy. And also one of our friends, Almantaras, also came over. And so like basically all we did was after saying goodbye to Axel because they were gonna leave that night, and Koihai was, you know, going back, you know, gonna go group up with other people, and Shrimpai also left. It was just like, it was literally just like the boys plus Inari. So like Inarine. So like, oh yeah, I also paid Koihai for my portion of the karaoke. That was another thing why like I was also grouped up with everybody and Axel, or like yeah, Axel and Koihai and like everybody, because like I also needed to pay Koihai in cash because like I didn't have my PayPal is kind of on the negatives. I didn't mention that to anybody, by the way. But like I was like, can I just pay in cash? I have a $20 bill. And so yeah, I got to pay Koihai the thing for the karaoke. And what's it called? So we all had the decision that because Almantar is one of our friends, was gonna hang out in crash at Inari's place as well to hang out. We were like, hey, why not let's just like order food, send it over to Inari's hotel, and then we'll just all hang out there. And so we did. And so it was like, it was me, Inari, Jack, Yusai, Outer, Zero, Inari went on an Uber from Axel's hotel, went over to Inari's place, ordered the Dave's hot chicken sandwiches, and Almatros was like also coming over. And oh my god, it was nice. I'm just gonna say that it was nice. Like we were in like one living room, and like we weren't doing anything aside from opening fucking Outer's VTuber or VTuber V-card trading card shit. Like he got like a full box of like packs. And so we were like kind of doing like, we were kind of like all like opening the packs together to see if we get like a signature or extremely rare card. And so we got some really rare ones too. Or like not really rare ones, but like we ended up getting like holographic cards. And I was like, oh dude, look, I got a Chibi Doki holographic. And then I got like 3 holographics in like one pack. It was freaking cool. But like what's it called? It just felt so good just sitting there with everybody. We're just idling, we're just talking, laughing, and I never thought I would be hanging out with people like that again, you know? And like I'm getting emotional. um, I I never thought I'd be able to hang out with people again because of my own past experiences and traumas, which is why I was so nervous. And like I had lots of trust issues. I was really scared of people. I was really scared of like, well, now they're my friends and like they're really good friends and like, we all made long lasting memories together. But like meeting up with them really changed my outlook on the world and people. And like they were all like every like I didn't just like okay, how do I say this? Like growing up, I grew up mostly alone. Like sure, like I'm like I'm an only child, right? And like my parents love me, so I'm not technically alone. But like people my age, either they're super far away from me, like like 1 to 2 cities over, so I can only come there on occasion, or they're like half my age when I was like 9 or like 8, 7, something like that. So like these kids were like almost babies, right? Like in my neighborhood. When I moved to the US, I was being bullied, and when I joined like a group, right, with like people, it felt like I always felt like an outsider rather than being someone who was actually like the main person of that group, or like I didn't feel included in everything. Or anything really. I never get invited to parties that much. Um, and people kind of just like leave me there, like in the group because they feel kind of bad to like see this depressed looking kid, like be by his lonesome, or like like they think that I might resent them for it. Turns out some of them, like a lot of people in my school weren't really the best people, so like it made it worse because like I ended up getting like classic depression, getting betrayed by people, really bad traumatic experiences and stuff. Like it was bad. Like it was a never-ending cycle of like thinking I finally found people and then getting disappointed over and over, it was really bad. It was a really dark time. Literally most of my childhood was like that. All the way up to like, well, a couple years ago. Actually, yeah. It only stopped in like a couple years ago, and even then I've had some really bad experiences with that too. So like I felt like I was alone and like I was gonna rot and like I was never gonna have a fun birthday. I was never gonna have any fun again. Maybe I should just accept that I'll be alone. And sure, I had a couple friends, but like one of my best friends lives like in like the Philippines. And I met Inari last year, and like she immediately was like older sister mode to me, and like I was like the baby brother, and like we eventually got that dynamic of like she's like the older sis and I'm like the younger bro. And like she always called me Ototo. Um and I always called her Onesama. And like, she became like one of my bestest friends ever. But like, because she was only online and I never got to meet her that much, I get really anxious about anything. But like when like, just like with the story that I was explaining, right? Like throughout like the 3 days of Otakon, well, and plus 1 day of day 0, um, I became a lot closer to her. And like I was like hiding behind her a lot. I was like really scared, but then eventually like I was able to like talk to people. I was able to meet up with friends, and like I was really happy. Changed my life. Like this whole thing really this whole oh god. Oh god, wait, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me just wipe my eyes for a second. Some there's a fucking ninja that's like in my house that's cutting onions right now, bro. Um Meeting everybody had been like the most fun I've ever had ever, man. And like I like it was so fun. It was fun, guys. And like, like the night of like the final day, I realized like, damn, they're gonna leave now. I'm gonna go back to, you know, where they live, right? And so I was like, I wanted to spend as much time being with them. So like I stayed up until like 10:30 in the evening with them. And you know, we were just hanging out there. We were just like sitting eating sandwiches and shit. We were talking about like the funniest like stories. Um and like, you know, everybody was legit telling me like, dude, you need to come to Offkai next year. Like especially Nari. Just really like telling me like, dude, Soma, you should really come to Offkai. Cause like everybody's gonna be there. And I was like, I wanna go. I really do. I wanna go so bad. And sorry, I'm wiping away my I'm wiping my eyes right now. Yeah, I'm getting really emotional right now. Come on, I can't be crying on my birthday. um, but like through all that like perseverance, right? Now I get to finally meet real friends. And these guys, I'm gonna keep them close to me. And I am going to fight for them, okay? I'm going to be the first line of defense for anyone that tries to harass these people. Like, I'm going to be the first person that'll be like, hey, I got you. Fuck you. To whoever, like, tries to, like, hate on them. Because, like, dude, like, every single one of them, bro. Like fucking oh my god, sorry, I'm really emotional right now. Aramis, Axel, Uside, Inari, Jack, Kendra, Nori, Aurelia, Ava, Koihai, Shrimpai, Outer, Zero, Twig, Yuki, like every single one of them. Like they're so freaking awesome. And like I got to be closer with Outer as well because we got to relate on a couple of things that I'm not allowed to really say. But like because it's a lot more personal stuff, but like Outer and I got to relate a lot together. We talked quite a lot. And then Zero also was like there and he was also like, you know, like relating to what we were saying. And like every single one of them, like I cherish them a lot. And like I have never like experienced this before. And like because like the thing is with me is that I'm usually quiet when it comes to gatherings, except for like the one person I usually talk to, like like they're kind of like my anchor person. But like Inari, but like eventually there was a time where like I felt like during the convention I felt bad that like I'm always clinging to Inari when she wants to probably do other things. So like I went with Zero and Outer. And I was really nervous at first, but then I was like, wait, you know what? These guys are cool. I want to like hang out with them more. And so next thing I knew, like between day 2 and 3, like I was hanging out with everybody. Like I went from like just clinging to Inari and Twig, and eventually Twig, and like standing behind them. But like eventually, like I started opening up to everybody else, and like I started being like, "How are you guys like doing and stuff? Like, what do you guys? Do you guys have any plans? Do you guys have any schedules?" And like I got to know each and every single one of them. Like Outer and Axel wanting to do a drinking contest. That one was funny. Jack also drinking. Twig knows how to dance really, really well. Um, Zero's, you know, Twig's mod, but he's also, you know, a VTuber VTuber starting out, and like, you know, he's a really cool and reliable guy, and like, you know, I wanna see him again. He's really cool. I wanna talk to him again. I wanna talk to everybody. Nori, I mean, I already knew Nori before this. She makes music and stuff, and I thought that was really awesome. Scythe is just really funny. He and I rarely talked in like day 2, but like when we did, he's just really, really funny. And he seems to know a lot of the stuff that I also like. So like he also wanted to attend the V-Singer concert. He was actually one of the people saving a seat for me. And like he also knew about Toho, and like I never got to talk to him about that actually. I should talk to him about that. Aurelia, I think I barely talked to Aurelia, but like every single time we did talk, they were really cool. Koihai and I always get hyped up. Like we're like same brain cell like sibling type energy. Where like when they get hyped, when hold on, let me go check the pronouns real quick before I mess it up. By the way, guys, check out Koihai on Twitter. By the way, Koihai is really cool. Where's their pronouns? Wait, hold on. Where's their pronouns? Hold on. Where's their pronouns? Wait, hold on. Let me go check. Oh, okay, there it is. There's the pronouns. It's on the thing. Whenever she gets hyped, I get hyped. Like when we're both talking about the same thing, I'm like, yeah, let's go. So she's like, yeah, and like we're both like hyperactive and like always hyped up. Um, and Shrimp Pie is like he's always glad to be there. And like I did talk to him a couple times. I was like apologizing about the karaoke thing because like I know I was paying in cash and shit. It was kind of got complicated and stuff. But he was like, no, dude, you're completely fine, man. And like like to me, like he gives off like reliable guy energy. Like he's just like really cool. And, like like he's just vibing. He's really chill. Jack is just like he and I are a riot. We're like the two babies, I guess. But like turns out like like yeah, like we're just there. Like I got to learn about everybody quite a bit. And like it was fun. Like I'm never gonna forget this for the rest of my life because like this was like the time when I finally got character development, like character development type shit, right? Like we got to like do all sorts of things together, um eating sandwiches at like 10 p.m. Like I never got to experience that in high school or college even. Like spending a night or spending a time in my friend's house or hotel in this case, before I had to like go back home, um eating sandwiches with them, talking about random shit, goofing off, um laughing with them, having fun times together. Like I never got that. I was kind of deprived of that, really. Like sure, like I had some friends, but like they weren't like my ride or dies, right? They weren't like ride or die friends that like that always thought it was cool, or like like either I got people that made fun of me and I only got people that made fun of me, or people that like didn't really like, they felt bad, they pity me, so they let me hang out with them, but like they never invite me to anything, But like in my case, right, like meeting everybody was like the most fun thing ever. And like I'll never forget it. It was very life-changing for me, and like I I had a lot of fun, and I missed them already. And like wait, hold on. Wait, give me a sec. There was a quote. And like, yeah, like everybody there, no matter if like I talked to them once during the whole thing, or like I talked to them only a couple times, or like, like people that I hung out with a lot. Um, every single one of them are like precious to me, and like they're like my dear friends, and like I'll never forget that. This is the best birthday ever. This is the best. Um, um, it was great. I had a lot of fun. Everybody was there, and like being able to like experience all this, and like running around realizing that like, oh fuck, I need a schedule, but like at the same time I'll just wing it. Like shit was so funny. And like when I got home, I got pretty sad. Oh, I mean, I was happy, right? I was happy, but like it ended, like 11 p.m. Like I was home, and like I was sad. I was genuinely sad. Like I was like, damn, I won't be able to see them until like next year or something. Maybe like at an Otakon, or like if I go to Offkai, I'll go to Offkai, you know, and then like I'll see everybody again. But like it was like I was like, damn, I guess I won't see them again. But like shit, like at least I'll talk to them on Discord. I guess that actually helped a lot, which was um like seeing everybody was there, and everybody was so talented and cool, and I want to be cool like them someday. But then instead of just like thinking about like everybody being cool and shit, they also said I was cool. And I'm like, dude, bro, what? And like they were like telling me, like, dude, you were chill, you were great, you were awesome. I was like, oh, me? You're not talking to the other guy next to me, or like the hobo down the street, but me? Like, SomaSaika, your favorite Hitman Birdman? Like, damn. But yeah, so this was the phones that we had. Hold on. Let me find it. These were the phones that we had. Zero was not in this one, but I think he was around. But like, this is pretty much the whole group for day one. So yeah, so Jack, me, Kendra, Outer, Twig, Axel, Koihai, Inari. And then there was Shrimp Pie and Aurelia and Nori that wasn't there for this as well. Aramis also wasn't in the phone thing. But like everybody was just so fun. And like being able to hang out with them. Wait, no, there was a second picture. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Wait. It could be around here. Maybe I could show you guys. Hold on. There was another photo where, like, the whole group that ate sushi, which is literally everybody, I think, except for Kendra. Everybody was there. Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me see. Hold on. Chat. Give me a sec. I'm scrolling through our DMs right now. Wait, this was day 3. Oh my god, we texted so much. Holy shit. Give me a sec, guys. Okay, I couldn't find it. I guess none of them posted it yet, but I will repost it when I do find when they do post it. But there was a picture where all of us at like the sushi bar, which was basically most if not all of our group except for Kendra, was actually eating. And like all of us had our models up, which was really awesome. We had like our stuff, and then like we all like put our phones around, and we all like, you know, took pictures of it with like our phones and shit. And yeah, like I swear, like everybody in this group, like they really changed my life. And I don't know what I'd do without them. Like my birthday probably would have been shit again if I didn't go to Otakon this year. 'Cause I thought maybe it's just another like year towards me dying, I guess, or dying alone. But like no, like there was a lot of stuff that was happening. And like guess what, guys? Literally this morning, and if you guys don't know like the lore, I'm trying to look for a job, like a full-time IT job for like 8 months. There was someone that finally wanted to interview me on Wednesday. So I'm freaking out. This could happen finally. I could finally get a job. And also, here's some of the con stuff. So, like, this is my setup. I got an Inari sticker. And then I bought this Suisei, like, acrylic standee. right here on the left side. The right side, my friend overly got me this from her round 1 in her area. But this Suisei acrylic standee right here was actually my was actually something I bought at the convention. And this was the con haul. Look at that, guys. Look at this con haul. It's not much. It's mostly like business cards and shit. But like I think Twigs is like the most peak as business card in this. Look at this shit. So hold on, can I just show my cursor? So Twigs is down here. This shit is peak. I don't care what anyone says. To me, this is the best one right here. The fucking I do concerts kinda in Comic Sans. The fucking Comic Sans shit. That shit was so funny. I fucking love that. I told them like, damn, that shit is peak. And then Inari bought me a Suisei fan, bro. Cause like I was like eyeing it, and then I was like, damn, I think I'm broke. What, like, cause like, well, Inari's friend showed me it, and I was like, oh, that's great, but holy fuck, it's expensive. And then Inari bought it, and I was like, oh, you're buying it? She's like, yeah. And then she gave it to me, and I was like, what? Why? And then she was like, well, because it wouldn't fit in my suitcase. And I was like, oh. And she's like, no, I was buying it for you, stupid. I was like, and then so I definitely had to buy her a keychain. And then, yeah, so as you guys can see, I bought the ray gun from Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. I was freaking out about this. This was my con pass. I had, like, Aramis's, like, sticker. There was, like, these badge stickers. I didn't know how they worked until, like, the last day when, like, we had to leave. So I was like, oh, well, shit, I might as well take a picture of it, like, attached to each other. And, like, I got Nori's. I got, from the store that I bought the Hololive merch at. Tiffany, yo, what's up? I'm just about to finish talking about Otakon. Sorry, you missed it. You can just backtrack on the VOD after stream. But welcome in. Also, thank you for the birthday wishes. Yeah, so I found Axel's, Aramis's, business cards, Inari, Yumemi gave me hers, Nori, Jack, oh, Jack's right here, but like Jack also has a sticker here, and then I, you know, this ID from the Spy Museum, Twig, and then as you can see here, I got some new members of my bag, so, Yomu, how are you gonna end right when I join? Don't worry, I still got a lot of shit to talk about, so as you can see here on the right side of my bag, I got my Yomu right here from Toho. I'm a huge Toho nerd, by the way, before I became a VTuber. I just want to mention that right now. So like I saw Toho, I saw this really small Yomu plushie, dude. Yeah, Nori, yeah. Yeah, so Yomu was here, right? And this Yomu plushie was the last keychain plushie that I saw in that stock for that store. And this was the only store that sold Toho shit. And I was like telling them, like I was telling the store, I was like, thank you so much. I've been looking for Toho merch all over, and you guys were the only ones that sold it. And they're like, oh my god, thank you, really appreciate that. Like, we really love Toho, and like, you know, would love to. And then like I even saw like retro, like I mean, they're count as retro now, but like they had like 2009 anime Niku Niku Doga otaku shit in there. Like they had shit like Lucky Star and Haruhi Suzumiya figurines and like old Toho Dojin CDs and shit. I was like, oh my god, you guys are so based. Oh my god, you guys have really good taste. I couldn't buy any of the Lucky Star figurines though, or like the Haruhi figurines, because it was too expensive. So I just bought keychains. And like I bought initially 3 keychains. I bought a Yomu keychain along with the plushie, a Flandre keychain, and an Utsuho keychain. But what ended up happening was that I also asked Inari, as I said earlier, about like, hey, like what kind of a keychain, well, who's your favorite Toho character? And she was like, Reimu. And then I was like, bet. And then like I showed her this. Hold on. So this is the one that I bought for Inarine, right? Yeah, so Inarine gave me this, and then I also had a Yomu keychain, and I was like, hey, so like I already have like I don't need 3 keychains. Inarine? Do you want to get my Yomu keychain as well? You know, because I already have a Yomu key plushie, right? And so she's like, yeah, sure, why not? And then like she's like, you don't have to do it for me though. I'm like, nah, I love you, big sis. Like you were taking care of me for like the 3 days at the con. Like, thank you. Like, you know, treat this as like my thank you for like, you know, always looking out for me. Like even like when we knew each other only online and stuff. It's like it's just like my like the best big sis ever, dude. And so she's like, oh my god, Soma. And so like I gave her the keychains and stuff. When she was lining up for like the Final Fantasy 14 booth one time. And oh yeah, I got this little guy from Plants vs Zombies. Look at that. Look at this little guy. This guy, this is like this is this is like one of my favorite things that I got from the convention, by the way. This little guy, the pea shooter from PvZ. And oh yeah, so there was the Joker sticker, because like apparently there was a collab with the revolving sushi place with like gashapons, and like we drew Joker from like it was like a Persona 5 thing. And so I ended up getting Joker, or actually I got the dog and I traded it with Twig to get the Joker. And of course, you know, as you guys know, I have the ray gun from COD Zombies. Oh yeah, and here's the 3 buttons that I bought from the HoloLive store, or like the store that was like, yeah, the Akiba anime store. They were selling HoloLive merch, and I ended up getting the Suisei, Raden, and Nico figurines, or buttons, and then of course there's my Suisei from like my friend Ovali. And yeah, no, the Suisei fan, I still can't get over that. That shit is so good. I freaking love that. That shit is so peak. And these are the glow sticks that I was using in the Wotage workshop, which I actually have on my shelf right now because I wanted to keep that as a souvenir of the first time I ever did Wotage. And like, yeah, no, like this was so fun, guys. I can't get over that. This was so good. I had a lot of fun, and yeah, like everybody was just like here. Oh man, like I had a lot of fun. That's pretty much like the best way for me to put it. Like I had a lot of fun, and like everybody was there. Everybody was like, "You love the haul? Thank you." These are mostly business cards, though. I wish I wish I had more money because I could have bought more. But like to me, the ray gun was actually my biggest thing. By the way, chat, do you guys want to know what my cosplay's now for next year? Because I already figured it out, guys. I cracked the code. You guys, okay, so I'm planning on cosplaying next year, whether it's for Offkai or for Otakon next year, okay? So, it's gonna be real practical, because I know for a fact that if I'm commuting, I want to make sure that I could wear it on, like, transport and still be completely fine and normal, okay? So I have 3 ideas, right? The first one is... Hold on, let me check. Let me just make sure. The first one is Primus Richtofen from Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. I'm such a nerd, I'm sorry. So Richtofen from COD Zombies, only because I have the ray gun. Yeah, so I have the ray gun, so I could get my money's worth because now I have a prop, right? And all I need is like the key, or like maybe, okay, actually it would be cool if I had yeah, so like this guy, right? So he has this orb. So this is like a crucial thing from COD Black Ops 3 where he had like this key, and it was like a crucial thing for like a story mission, or like a story like Easter egg quest. And so I was like sitting here like, I just need that or the Chronorium. Hold on. Which is a book, and like he was kind of holding it here. Yeah, so actually there was a copy pasta going around, which is really funny. So I might actually get this. Hold on. Yeah, so it was this meme. Hold on.
Reading this. The Chronorium. But I've already read it. Read it again. What is the meaning of this? The pages have changed. They... Our blood. My blood. You cannot possibly expect me to let this happen. You son of a bitch!
I was thinking, right? I could just carry this book around and I'll be like, read it again. You son of a bitch. Yeah, so I was hoping I could cosplay him for next year because I thought that would be so good. I think this would be peak cosplay because I grew up playing Call of Duty Zombies, bro. Like, I started from like World at War, played through okay, I didn't play through all the maps because I was scared of that one. I played Black Ops 1, and then I played the remastered Black Ops 1 maps for the World at War maps. And then I played Moon, and then most of my time, my highlight was in Black Ops 2, because my Black Ops 1 disc broke. So I played Black Ops 2, and then I played most, if not all the maps on there, including Origins. Then I kind of stopped at Black Ops 3, because I played on PC nowadays, so like I didn't play Black Ops 2. Also, sheesh, hello, bro, thank you so much. I'm talking about Otakon on like my cosplays for next year. So yeah, so I was thinking Richtofen from COD Zombies was going to be my first cosplay plan, and I asked my parents about this. I'm like, do you think this is practical? And my mom's like, yeah, because you just need like a sweater vest and like a shirt underneath. And then, you know, I already have the ray gun prop, so like I wouldn't really like, I could definitely pull this off. I could probably just need like red food coloring, like vials like hanging from here for the blood of the dead look, and probably get some fake blood and smear it on the coat, and I'll be good. Yeah, I'll be good. And it's not that like, it's not that hot, so like I wouldn't have a hard time running around in the summer like wearing this. Probably people will be looking at me funny because like, I have fake blood. I have freaking blood on my shirt, right? So, like, people will probably look at me funny and be like, are you a fucking crackhead or some shit? But I'll be carrying around the freaking ray gun, so hopefully people will be able to, understand that it's just a prop. And then, yeah, and then so, that's gonna be my first cos plan. And then, you guys are not gonna believe this, because, like, it's freaking funny. Yuta from JJK. I was thinking, right? Why not cosplay as Yuta? Right? Because, like, this is practical as hell. Just white sneakers, sweatpants, and then I just need to get the top somewhere on, like, I don't know. Like... yeah, and then, like, yeah, and then, like, I was thinking, like, I could just have the sword or, like, a bag carried like this, and then I could carry around a katana, and all I need is a ring and probably a wig to wear for, like, you know, this, like, fit, or, like, this, like, a hairstyle, or probably, like, I could style it myself, maybe, if I can, right? I don't really like this because I have a pretty big forehead, but, like, what's it called? I could just get, like, a wig, maybe. For like, wait, actually, are there wigs for this? Hold on, wait. Oh, there is a wig like this. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I was thinking like, yeah, I could get a wig for Yuta. Yeah, and then like I could just carry around a katana with like a bag or something, and then like I'll be able to on AliExpress, right? And I'll be able to get this done. And then my last cos plan is probably Hero X from To Be Hero X. Yeah, it was, yeah, the white suit. I was thinking this would go hard, right? This would go hard. I feel like this would be clean as hell. Like, I can literally just snap my fingers and boom. Like, I'm kind of short for Hero X though. Because it's just a suit. It would work. It's practical, dude. Or I was thinking, maybe I could cosplay as Nice. Yeah, okay, actually, yeah, right here. Yeah, Nice. I could cosplay as Nice, probably, but, like, I feel like a cape would be really hard for me to go through on a train. But I was thinking, what about Lin Ling from To Be Hero X? So, like... so this. Like, imagine this fit, dude. Like, or you know, the full white, right? The full white also works. Like, I feel like this would go hard too, you know? Or like even actually no, even this, like the like his employee look, it's just so simple. Like I just need a wig. And like and then you know maybe like a fake laptop or like a real laptop with like an ID with like Linling on it. Or yeah, no, honestly the black and white looks so clean. Yeah, this one goes hard. Um Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? There was another outfit that he had. It was like a black outfit. Oh, also, I can also wear this one too. Yeah, no, this one. I could literally wear this one and it would still work. It's literally just him in shorts, right? And like, you know, it's just a suit and stuff and like I could just have that. This is like one of the promotional material. Um and I was thinking gender bent Yomu from Toho. So I was thinking something like this could also work. That could be a good cause plan. Cause like, you know, like it's Toho project. And like you know, like I could definitely get like a white wig. Cause like, yeah, so this is Yomu, right? And if you guys, and as a huge Toho nerd, by the way, Yomu is most likely the inspiration for 2B from Nier Automata. And people actually compared the two a lot and made cross fan art because like I feel like Nier Automata was actually based on Toho a little bit, or like the gameplay's inspired by Toho because there's a lot of bullet hell mechanics, and the fact that the main character of this series the main character of Nier Automata happens to be happens to be to have a bob cut, or I don't know, I think that's called a bob cut. They have like a short hairstyle with a black headband with a ribbon with 2 katanas and a thing floating around them that shoots bullets. Like that's not a coincidence, bro. And so people have been drawing her as like 2B. So I was like, you know what? That would be so cool. But like I'm like wondering like how do I get the ghost? Like how do I like make a ghost prop to go around me? I was thinking maybe I could do like maybe I could have like a, what's it called? Maybe like a plushie. Maybe like a plushie, or like it's attached to like my sword, maybe? Like the sheath? I could have it attached to the sheath and that would be pretty cute. But like, yeah, either way, so like Yomu, I was thinking, yeah, like actually this one is clean. Like this guy, yeah, so like he had like, yeah, so this guy as well, this guy too, like, I wanted to try, like, a gender-bent version of Yomu. I feel like it would go hard. Yeah, this is definitely my main inspiration for this. But yeah, so, that's my cosplays for next year. Oh, wait, what the heck? Yo, this would go clean! Wait! Oh my god, wait, hold on. Are there gender-bent Toho characters, like, more? Hold on, wait. Oh my god, imagine I cosplay as freaking Reimu from Toho, but like gender bent. Or Marisa, actually. Yeah, Marisa would go pretty good, actually. Wait, yeah, that's clean. Also, like, he's around, like, I gotta go stream. Oh. Okay. Okay, see ya. So Marisa, right? She's like a really short witch in Toho, if you guys don't know. So, if I were to cosplay as a gender-bent Marisa, he would also have to be short. I'm short. This works. Wait, that's actually a good idea. What the hell? And all I need is, like, a suit. Because, like, hold on. This is what Marisa looks like. So, this is Marisa, right? Really short. She's wearing, like, a really nice, like, dress, right? With, like, a witch hat. So I was thinking if I were to cosplay as a gender-bent Marisa, it would be like a waiter kind of deal. Like this one was a really good image actually of like illustrating that. Like I just need like long boots with like a suit kind of, and like black slacks, right? And then like, you know, probably yeah, I'm gonna need like a blonde wig with like a witch hat, and I just need like a broom, and that's it. Boom, Marisa cosplay. I think that would work a lot, like, you know. And then I need the mini Hakiro, which is like her main weapon. So I feel like that would go hard. Yeah, I feel like that would be goated. Um, oh, what the heck is this? Oh, that's funny. This is great. Yeah. I'm thinking there could be so many ways for me to do like Toho cosplay, but like gender bent, guys. I'm really excited. But anyways, I think that's it for me today. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed me rambling. It's my I mean, actually, it's already past midnight. It's not my birthday anymore. Um, but thank you guys for watching. Really do appreciate it. Um, I never expected to, um, I never expected, honestly, to have so many cool friends to be here with me, chat. I'm really, like, I'm really happy. I'm also really sad that it's over because I want to meet everybody again, you know? But at the same time, I was really happy that it happened. You know, I was happy that it's over, or like not happy that it's over, but like I'm happy that like I got to meet everybody. Um, I'm just glad about the time we all spent together. You know. But in any case, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna go ahead and go eat my cheesecake now because my parents bought me a cheesecake. um, so yeah. In any case, everybody, I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you so much. If you guys don't know, I will be streaming every single day on Naraka Blade Point, unless there's a collab. So or actually, I could do collabs like in other parts of the day, but I will always make 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. EST my times to play Naraka. So, yeah, again, tomorrow I will be back to business, streaming Naraka, doing a lot of cool shit. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's stream of me talking about my birthday. Yippee! I am now 26,000 years old. Um, but yeah. But in any case, thank you again for watching, everybody. I will see you all in the next one. I thank you, everybody. I enjoy being with you all. And you guys are really like you know, forming a community finally, and like, you know, playing Naraka and stuff. Like that's cool. That's awesome. And I never expected to like finally have some really nice friends and like being able to like talk to them and shit. But you know. But yeah, we'll see what happens next year. Hopefully I'll be able to do stuff. But anyways, thank you everybody for watching. SomaSaika here, signing out. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you all later. Peace.